That's a live highlight from the last live. Subscribe and be a part of the team here. The Tool team. Let's see if I got, if I've got. That's not me. Nope. Not currently, at least. Something just showed up. Half of a stream. There I am. Something just showed up. Half of a stream. There I am. What? Why would it? Why would it? Why would? Ah! You know, I got Walmart Plus, and I paused my subscription. They're like, get on pause it. Like that's not my choice. No, I get it. It's never my choice. It's always someone else's fucking choice. You will like what we give you and decide that it's okay. let me clear my throat for this. Think in time. What up? How you doing? I hope I got here late enough for everyone to enjoy it. And I'm only on for about a certain amount of time here. Let's call it at instead of 45, let's call it 54. Nearly close. I've been wearing it on stream for the past 3 days, actually. But merely understand the fact that it's not a cowboy hat. It's actually, when I bought it, it was a flat-brimmed, kind of deal. And then over the years, got shoved down like this, and I grabbed it up like this a bunch of times. Oh, man, don't do this. Black yakety yak, right? This and that. Oh, man, hat in hand. And now it just looks like a cowboy hat. It's actually a fedora top. Yeah. And the reason I'm happy it has that punch right there is because it still works. Because, that is a hat design. Because people used to, grab it off. And it used to be all, one-sided to the left. That's all I'm saying. Old hats are probably one of the better hats you buy. Well, this is a very new hat. Take that out of there. So it's actually I think it's called it's not a buckaroo, it's something else. It's like a fedora top, a flat brim fedora top, and then it kind of became what people perceive as a cowboy hat. Howdy, y'all. Cheers. And then, I definitely did not make that. But, I got a lot of stuff done today. Even though it was raining, couldn't go do anything on the job. I did accomplish some things today, which is important. You see, the more I accomplish things, the better I feel. And who doesn't like a cowboy hat? Actually, here's the thing about cowboy hats. I live in North Carolina. I get at least one compliment on this stupid thing every day. You know what I should never own? The compliment is this is a straight up, it's a Goodfellow and Company. It's like a Target hat. Bought it in the men's section about 3 years ago. And I actually do have a buckaroo top with a flat brim around here somewhere. And even that flat brim's getting kind of pushed down on one edge. Kind of scrolled up on the others. So a felt hat, it'll respond to who you are as a person, right? If you grab it up the wrong way, it's gonna retain and hold that shape, right? That's all I'm saying. Boom. Right here's. Oh my God, I'm so sorry. Hat in hand, I apologize. You know, that kind of deal. So, yeah, I'm drinking, I'm smoking. I've got a limited stream tonight. I haven't turned on the Tinker Tape signs or none of that shiz. Suppose I could turn this one on and say, here we go. Here's today's date, time, and effort. 11:23 and 7/8 seconds. Thursday, soon to be Friday. And I suppose I could elicit the idea that people should, if they'd like to, ask me stuff. It really feels like a lot of rigmarole I got to get through to like introduce the stream, do all this stuff. Worth it every day. And I'll freely admit, yeah, Cowboy hat today, 100% thinking time. You know, fucking sit here and think about how you ain't, dude. Thinking time. Do you have a cowboy hat? Do you have any bespoke hats that just look right on you? Anyway, I ain't here for long. So I ain't here for long, but I'm gonna tell you, I did find the web belt to connect this buckle to. It was something I bought at Walmart. Had 2 D-rings on it, and I cut those out, and now I've got a web belt. That is, it's a magenta plus sign or whatever, crosses or whatever, and then boom, bang, 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 bang. I'm not big into fashion, but like reality is, if something works, I mean, a web belt will almost always do the job. And I wore my my Boy Scout belt from the last time I had picked up one of these from the thrift. Right now, I'm actually wearing my my suspenders because I'm gonna tell you, a belt will ruin you if you wear it every day. You gotta switch it up. You gotta do suspenders, belts, this and that. And nobody's talking, so let me do this. Hold on. Well, I mean, like, I'll admit, Thursday at like 11 o'clock. It's probably not my normal time to show up, but that's okay. Let's go for OCG, yeah. OCG. What up, S. Hines? How you doing, Hines? Hope you had a good day. Life's tough. It's been rough around here. Also think I'm getting a little sick. It's a little more sniffly than normal. Anyway, so I did the video on the Fiskars Power Gear 2 pruning shears. I've been playing around with the mini shears. It was freaking fucking hard and real bad. Yeah. Anyway, so I did marry the belt buckle from the last stream to a web belt that has a design printed on it, and I would call that magenta. It's kind of a pinkish red, but magenta is, I think, the right word for that. You know, a little splash of color ain't gonna hurt a dude, but for real, like, I don't know. I bought that for $2. You know, when I see something for $2 and it's like a strap, it's like a strap. And I'm like, yo, that's a 49-inch. Yeah, that's material for $2. You can spin here and buy a whole roll of this for what? For like $2 every yard or whatever. And I'm getting a yard of belt strap for $2. Yeah, I'm good. Anyway, so why did I say a belt will ruin you if you wear it every day? So like, what happens is like you're wearing your pants. So right now I got my pants. They're hiked up pretty friggin' high. Okay, why? Because I've got these on here. I when I wear a belt, because I literally have no buttocks or no ass, I have to constantly pull my pants up, which is something I see amongst pretty much everyone in the world. Even if you got like basically a badonkadonk, you still pulling your pants up every day because everything rides down because gravity works. Uh, I counteract that by doing one of these, right? And then I occasionally wear a belt, and I'll cinch it up too tight. I'll hurt my back a little bit. Like okay, like this. There you go. Now, what is this good for? Is it good for a belt or is it good as a tourniquet? Because I'm telling you right now, if you wanted to, you could make this a tourniquet. An easy tourniquet. All you have to do is pull on this, pull it hard, roll it down, watch the bleeding stop. This is my point. Life is about tooling and how if I take the belt off of my pants and I have to hold my pants up every day to save a life, I do that to do that person. Also, like, I'm really not, like, I have no subject, no idea. I've got nothing to talk about in particular, just my day, which was probably one of the better days I've had in a long time. I literally slept in late. I didn't do anything today, and now I can actually walk around, which is really nice. But when you cinch a belt against your back to hold your pants up, because they're ill-fitting or they're not fitting well enough, it's not because you don't have a tailor or like someone to make your pants fit like like perfectly. It's because nobody's pants fit perfectly. Belts are the reason why that was invented, because every one of us, for the most part, aren't a 32, or a 33, or a 34, or a 36, or 35. They just don't make those clothes anymore. And if they do, they sell them at a premium. How do I know this? I used to frequent this Big and Tall store. The Big and Tall store would carry Levi's jeans, right? And my size right now currently 34, 32. 32, 32, 34, 32. Depends on the pants. If you're looking at, it's like 16 to 18 ladies. Also, like, jeans are hilarious, actually. I have one of my favorite pair of jeans on right now. They stretch, they accommodate every movement of my entire life. Are they good because they're stretchy? Or are they good because I need something that accommodates my existence, right? So I put the hold on. I put the suspenders on, and I don't have to worry about back pain every day because the suspenders hold my pants up. You see, this thing holds everything up. But when you take a belt and you cinch it around like a chunk of your waist, whether it be the lowest part, highest part, or the most important part of your waist, that cinching of a belt will hurt you. Eventually, doing it every day and working the worst job that you hurt and hate will do that to you. My priority here is like understanding that like there's a better option than a belt. A belt is a very good thing. It'll hold tools. It'll hold like your pants up. But suspenders do it better. That my favorite pair of pants, right, is a long length, right? And here's the problem, right? What's happening right there? I literally have 4 inches of space between the drop seam, the end seam, and my shoe. So the whole point is like, if I could buy the biggest pair of pants and get them tailored, I would. But I just have to buy shit off the rack that feels right. And occasionally, when I put on the suspenders, it like rolls everything upwards instead of downwards. It's like a really nice surprise, a very surprising idea against gravity, because gravity will pull your shit down every day, but suspenders will pull you up, and you'll stand up straight and tall. It's really nice. Also, I tonight I did two, not tomorrow's videos, 2 days worth of movie recommendations. I've like separated out some more Marvel superhero stuff because I think I'm gonna do those one at a time. But when I do my Batman stuff, it's gonna be a Batcave. It's gonna be a big thing. It's gonna be like kind of a whole thing. Also, when I do Ninjago, same deal. I'm here right now because I don't understand the world at all. I don't understand anything about how people exist. I literally spent $80 on fucking gas today to fill my gas tank, when normally I spend $60. I have no money to substantiate, to essentially pay for the richest fucks in the whole world. And they're still asking me right now to pay for it, when corporations and shit don't pay taxes and I pay $800. That seems like an attrition tax. Because, like, by the way, this year, I did enough work last year that I'm probably going to have to pay, I don't know, $1,200 or $1,500 in tax. And I'm going to cheat at every fucking step of that fucking process. I want to get to zero because I don't want to pay them anything. Because taxes don't go to what I want, which is new roads. Drive around every day. I have to avoid potholes. I would like the crazy homeless people off my streets, but like, you know what the government isn't here to do? It's here to be a business, right? No, apparently it's here to be a business. It's not here to take care of people or give a damn about anybody. This is why money and politics don't match. Because money will pay for the politics that people want. You know what I want? I want a politics that works for people here. I have no money. I'm quickly running out of funds every day. I priced out a job that I'm building out for right now. By the way, it's going to cost me $1,000 to $1,500 more because of increased fuel tax, increased everything. This is why I'm getting out of construction, because when COVID happened last time, fucking orange ass fucking face hole was fucking in. My life nearly fucking ended. My life nearly fucking got ruined because, like, the price of things, like, within a week and a half went up like 3 times the price. I'm fucking done with this uncertainty in life, because, like, when I was growing up, I remember specifically that we were very certain about how good things were. And that I've never been employed by anybody who actually gave a fuck about me, including an actual person named Ray at Ray's Pizza, because all he gave a fuck about was like how he could please other people, right? And now here he is, right, asking me to come by when I come to Clayton. I did a video 4 weeks ago or 3 weeks ago. I was in Clayton. I could have fucking came down and see him. No, I get it. By the way, he fired me on the 4th of July. American service. Life is so fucking dumb. We bought half the amount of groceries recently for the exact same amount that we paid for like twice the amount of groceries like 6 weeks ago. I'm sick of it and I'm tired of it. I'm gonna start a garden in the back. Oh yeah, by the way, I've got pruners, I've got clippers, I got cutters. I'm gonna start a fucking raised garden in the back. We're gonna start doing all the good stuff again. I'm gonna try potatoes again. Hopefully I'll get it this time. Potatoes are the hardest thing to grow, especially in our climate. If you have a bit more moist of a climate, like 98, 99% of the time, Trust me when I tell you, like, I've tried everything. To like, I've tried victory gardening. I've tried fucking believing. I've tried, like, explaining to people, like, do you know what American ideas are? And they're like, no, blah blah blah. Like, I'd rather a strong ass motherfucker tell me what the fuck to do. I was like, well, that sounds like a kink. That sounds like some shit you need to fucking keep in your fucking home, and find the guy or whatever to fucking fix that for you. The reality is, no one in the world wants the government to take our money and kill people. Because that's what's fucking happening right now, and I'm gonna be real. My next tax season, I'm gonna fucking cheat every moment. I'm gonna be like, deductions for medical bills, deductions for this, deductions for, I'm gonna cheat in every way possible. Because I'm gonna be real. The motherfuckers who run our country don't deserve my fucking money. Anyway, look, I wanted to be here for like an hour or so. I hope that people are out there. I hope that people watch. 5 people, 3 likes. Thanks for the 3 likes amongst the 5 of you. I mean, if you like what I say or if you like what I do, just drop a like right now. It's actually very easy. If you can't, it's because you're old and you can't fucking take the 10 minutes it takes for you to sign in and own your likes. Because just like you and me, if I say something online, right, you know who's gonna fucking look at me? The government. They're gonna tell me I'm some sort of fucking radical person when I am not. All I want to do is live. I'd like to eat a little bit more, but I can't. So I'm losing weight every day. Amazing. You could ask me stuff. Ask me stuff. Ask me about the hat. Ask me about that Lego monster truck. Every day here at my channel, I literally don't give a fuck about who's subbed or who unsubscribes because I put out a Lego video and they're like, I didn't sign on for a Lego channel. The whole point is, like, when I was growing up, I had black friends, white friends. Like, I had friends from like Kuwait, Iraq. Oh yeah, it was during that Kuwait shit, the Iraqi freedom shit, all that stuff. I've known plenty of people. I have a very deep melting pot in my life. You know what I can tell you about people is, people want fucking peace and quiet and relaxation. And just like wake up and be like, hey, I don't have to push myself to work for some shithead who doesn't give a fuck about me. And my pops gets upset with me because like he wakes me up in the morning and that's the way I describe it. And I was like, no, like you grew up as the kindest version of that shitbag. But even now, you try to wake me up. It's 7 in the morning. Hey, you there? I'm like, yeah, it's 8 in the morning. And I'm sitting here trying to stretch my legs, trying to stretch my back so I can actually function for the day. And it takes me 2 hours in the morning to stretch my back and my legs out so that I can stand up and I can walk without falling over. And I'm done with this if you work hard shit. This fucking fuck you work hard, you get everything you wanted? No. If you work hard, you're gonna get bad knees, a bad back, bad shoulders, bad elbows, right? If you make enough money, you'll be able to treat that. You know what I've never done? Make enough fucking money. I have skated by in the like smallest margin at the back end of the economy. And what I'm telling you right now, I am in more demand than ever because I'm cheap and I don't fucking sit here. I am booked out for fucking 8 weeks. I don't want this. I'd rather fucking sit here and do YouTube videos every day. But YouTube, you know what? They run ads on my videos. They run so many ads on my videos, right? And then they tell me, right, that I only have a certain amount of valid watch hours, right? Here, let me look at my my account. Oh, hold on. No, I'm like Heinz. Like I'm on a mission right now. I have 1,407 subscribers. Watch time for the past 365 days, right? That is 9,600 hours. Okay. Now, as of March 7th, I only have 2,000 valid public watch hours. That means that that doesn't mean that like they have a standard for it that they'll show me, because like how do you decide? Can I see that? Can I tap on that and see how you decide this? No. YouTube will not show me their numbers because they want me to fucking die. They'd love it if I died right now. You know why? Because they could monetize my content and never pay any motherfucker in the world. Myself specifically, my son indefinitely. I'm done with the rich shitbag fucking viewpoint of the world, okay? If you're a rich shitbag, right, you give me $10,000 right now. There's a fucking Venmo link in my goddamn fucking description. But if you're a rich shitbag and you're like, man, I got millions of dollars, and you spend $10,000 trying to kill me, I'm gonna be real. Don't fucking do that. I am fucking John Wick. I am the fucking guy. I will fucking cut every motherfucker's fucking existence. How can I prove that? I'm 6'6". Could literally fucking. I punched someone in the face once, and I caved his face in because I didn't start like. It wasn't like that. It was like, bang! It was like a big, huge like whacker. I'm fucking so upset at the world, right? Like, why? Here's a quick question. Why does anybody give a fuck about anything anymore? Because it's really getting to a point where, like, this channel, all this is gonna end. And if you get an update and be like, hey, what's up? Welcome from the Underground Network. Fuck everything, fuck the world. You know who fucking runs it? Rich people. You know what we're gonna get from those shitbags? Everything. Fuck you. This is the whole point. I've been told, just shut up and do what you're told. And I can't do that. I can't be that fucking person, right? People ask me why I drink, right? Fucking A. Because I'm so goddamn frustrated with existence. Because every day of my life, someone told me I was fucking worthless. Now, hold on, wait. I'm gonna put some things in perspective here. I came to this channel, and it was kind of a backup channel for something. I could maybe upload things when someone got upset with me or whatever, okay? I'm gonna be real. Everyone gets upset with me every day. Every day I get a fucking email. Someone saying that I'm a loser or a shitbag. And I'm alright with that, because I've lost a lot. And I've shit a lot. You know what I will never do? Is make how much I've lost and how much I've shit a part of who I am here. Because here, I bring hope to people. Even if I literally have no hope in my own life myself. Cheers. I started out my my live stream today because like I really didn't care about numbers, okay? So we have, I'm guessing 10 views tonight to 15 views. What's our top fans look like? There's Hines and Thinking Time. Everyone else too busy at 11:45 at night because I wish I was busy. I wish I had more to do than this. This channel, although it brings a shit ton to my life, it really hurts me. And by the way, this is all going to stay public. It's not like the last time, like someone tried to like attack me personally, and I had to like delete all of it. Anyway, I don't want to be here long. I could have gone for 50, 60. I actually wanted like half an hour, which is what I got. I won't be back till next week on live streams. I got a lot of shit around here. I got a lot of stuff that I gotta do. So if you're privileged and happy to be here tonight, thank you for being here. I see no one's watching. Nice. 0 people. Why does it say 0 on my freaking on my channel? It's like, why zero. I'm like, it should say one, right? But like, I won't be back for a couple days. That's my problem. Thinking time. It's like YouTube always giving me the wrong impression of myself. When they're like, your views are down, they give me a red downward, like this, or a red symbol, and I'm like, what? And I'm like, actually, these are like average and regular views. You know, I have a good, keen mind for looking at numbers. This is why I double check. This is why I never do a 15% or 20% on anybody's computer. I'm just really tired and fucked up. Okay? Why? Because I am never going to feel like I have fulfilled my existence for the day until, right? One day, I'll have my own kitchen. And when I have my own business, you know what my policy is? To treat people correctly. You know, like the way business used to work before the 1980s happened. And basically everyone was like, greed is good, for lack of a better word. No, there's no better word. And were you saying greed is good, for lack of a better word? Greed is for lack of a better word, or good is for a lack of a better word? Because greed is fucked. Greed is designed to fuck people, right? Greed is designed to create a power dynamic where you tell people, fuck you, and then you pay them off when they get upset and sue you. So basically, I'm going to be real. Here's my rendition of the past 30 years of my existence. That them home slices in them files, right? Right? Do you know the thing about the people in the files, right? It doesn't matter, right? If you were powerful enough to be mentioned in them, right, then you have every chance and opportunity to shut down anybody in your life. To like tell people to walk from existence. You could sue anybody and anything out of oblivion because you have money. That's not a tenable place. That means justice is not real. It's what it is, people. Now, I've been an artist my entire life. You know what I've done consistently while being an artist? Starving. You know, my family counteracted that by feeding me every day. Feeding me with good vibes, telling me my stuff was good, which it is. That the last time I was offered a buyout, it was for fucking $1.3 million for every art piece that I owned. But that guy is heavily invested in Palantir, and he also knows my brother, who also works for a subsidiary of Palantir, who installs like curfew fucking monitors and fucking camera monitoring systems into Lowe's parking lots. I'm telling you right now, if things don't get good, I'll never make any money because I'll have to fucking be something that people don't want. I'll have to be a leader. Because if I became a leader, I would never joke again. I'd never make a joke in my life. I don't want to be that guy. But it feels like that's where I'm going. Now, I'd like to have been here like for an hour or whatever, or 2 hours. I'd like to be here all the time. But I recognize very heavily that this is not real life. That my validation for my existence doesn't come from people who believe in me. It comes from myself because I believe in myself. Now, if anyone's afraid of the feelings inside of them, doesn't fucking matter because no one's gonna fucking listen to you when you fucking tell people how you feel. But if you told people in your life, someone you trust, they might actually understand it. So for real, what's up tonight? You know, life isn't politics, right? You'll never be right enough or left enough to appease someone else's ideas or ideals. Do you know why people like me? I recognize it every day. Why do you guys show up and talk to me? Because I ask. I ask you to talk. People have asked me my entire life, how do I fix something? And I fixed it. I'm kind of really tired of being the right person in the world. I'd like to be wrong at some point. But I'm going to be real. I've been both things my entire life. And I only tell people the right shit, the stuff they think works for them. But reality is like, nobody works for you. You work for you. I work for me. I hope to live to be about 90 years old, but I'm already writing the, hey, if you're hearing this, I'm fucking dead speech. That, like, anything I ever wanted from people is for them to fucking believe in themselves and make beautiful art. And as good as you think that really looks, like, that's very ugly. It's very ugly to me. I need to take time off because I'm dealing with a bunch of shit in my life. The YouTube, nothing in my life will be able to fill the space in my existence till I just walk away from everybody. I'm a bit emotional. A friend of mine has some issues and this and that. I'm telling you, like, people hit me up for their issues, and no one ever asks me how I'm doing, or when they do, it seems like it's a chore to explain it. That I'd rather just show up every day and tell people how the day went. Because what a difference a day makes, right? I'm looking at everything I've ever known dying in some way, and like, when it dies, it's gonna be something else. I've tried really hard. I've tried really fucking hard, and I try not to feel like I haven't done enough. It's like 8 years on YouTube. 8 years on YouTube. 9 years. And I get it. YouTube always trying to tell me I don't get it. Like I said, I'm gonna take a couple days off, y'all. I need the weekend. I need to relax. I need to, like, just sleep in for a couple days. I know that's not gonna happen because I'm so swamped with people. Just yeah. I used to get really angry when I got upset. I just can't do that anymore. I'm gonna just dump shit out. Yeah, it did. Taking time, Bro Harry, it definitely fucking ruined my existence. And that was a cursed job. It's like it was cursed, but it was blessed, right? Like, it's what caused the channel to exist, right? It's like, I can't sit here every day painting the same wall over and over again, getting the same, like, bleed through bullshit, right? I can't go to work with Pops and Sam hating Pops because Pops won't give him any recognition because he won't listen to Pops, and Pops is just yelling at him to listen. Look, I understand acutely and very positively that the only thing that people get here is the fact that I'm projecting the best parts of my existence because today was a rainy day. I would have rather done 3 videos about rain, right? But I let it roll because I just like sit here and relax. And then I shouldn't have done a stream tonight, and now here I am doing a stream. I always go against my grain because I don't want to lay in a bed of mud where I sink into the same shit every day. I fight the idea that I am a Lego content creator or a tool content creator or any of that shit. Right? Like that. Finally, I should have texted you all on my bad. And I'm going through some rough shit. Like a friend of mine had like shit and stuff in their life, and then they want me to be the rock in their life, and I'm like bro, I'm like, I feel like an island of floating plastic in the sea, right? Like it's all right, like. This is a measured emotional response to my existence. When I was growing up, there was a guy who always told me, art's shit. You know why? Because art's what people will pay for it. And your art is shit. It seemed so stupid. It seemed stupid every day of my life to shit on someone, to fucking tell them that they're better than you. And Al can tell you what I tell you. Like I was like, Al, be awesome, be amazing, be super cute when you do it, even if no one can see it. Am I wrong about that, Al? Like I don't understand the world at all. I don't understand people, but I understand that people never will understand anybody, and I see that acutely. And I want to tell people that like it doesn't fucking matter. It's like the Beatles said, life is very short, and there's no time for fussing and fighting, my friend. Look, I'll admit, I'm fucked up every day. I actually go through this entire process where I cry and I'm all pissy and I'm yakking at myself. But today I took a nice nap. I might have ground up some weed. Smoke a fucking bowl. I gotta do a bunch of J-bones because the kid wants to smoke a joint with me. I just want Pops to hang out so he can be like, yeah, sounds like when I was in Vietnam. My dad, I saw my cousin. I saw my cousin. I saw one of my best friends, Charlie, owns more art than anyone I know of my own. Look, I'm not morose. I'm not destructive. I'm not leaving the world. I am painfully living through every day. And when I say that, it's sciatica, blood pressure, anxiety. If you're seeing the best of me on the channel, it's what I want people to see. Just like when you want people to see the best in you. That I'm not emotional, actually. I'm actually just breaking down because I have no emotional output in my existence in many ways. Because I have every opportunity to explain things in ways that sound like movie trailers, but if I was hey man, I'm fucked up, I'm pissed off. People always man, you're a big dude, man. Why are you fucking emotionally pissed off? This and that. You're a big dude. Man, I always looked up to you. Anyway, look. The whole point is it doesn't make a difference what people believe about you or who you are as a person or this or that. I need to find a tissue paper. Hold on, tissue. Here's how it works. There's people in the world who get told every day they don't have a voice and they get beat down by it. Occasionally they told this person to shut the fuck up. No one gives a fuck about what you think. Sasquatch ass motherfucker, right? You're too tall to fucking look at anything from like the lower point of perspective. Whilst I'm fucking slouching down to their level. I remember one time I was helping a guy's girlfriend in high school with math and English. And I said math is actually really good if you think about like transaction, coins or money, right? And she got that, and then she was like, well, tell me more about English. I was like, well, like honestly, like Romeo and Juliet is actually like, it's probably the reason why Romeo and Juliet is so good is because it's not about two families feuding. It's not about two people who are in love. It's about someone who gets involved in something so quickly and so insanely that essentially every moment after that just turns into complete chaos. And is chaos order or is order chaos? Because no one's ever been able to explain the two adequately in context. Now I'm sitting here, I'm ranting. I went through a crying session. By the way, this is what I do before I go on stream. Right? Why do I drink? Because I need to not drink anymore. Right? I need to stop fucking drinking. I don't care about smoking pot, right? I need to stop smoking cigs. I'm going through a lot of shit in my life. People always show up. I think they might be dead already, but they're not. They're nice. They're living through life. They're fucking volatilely existing in a world where everyone wants to be a part of their day. And I'm gonna be real, like, here's why I don't get it. It's because, like, I live like that every day of my life. Like, I've lived like that every moment of my existence, and no one in the world fucking gave a fuck about it. Not until I started, like, using that voice that no one gives a fuck about, talking about things that everybody gives a fuck about. Also, that like nothing really matters in many ways, right? Like, it's like, hey man, I'm this thing, and I get it, man. I'm this, I'm the best, right? Nothing fucking matters, right? How good can you be before God comes and fucking takes your dumb ass to fucking heaven and or hell? Because I'm gonna be real, none of that shit really seems to like exist anymore, right? Like, I believe in the Judeo-Christian ethic. I also understand like Zionism, some like, let's destroy the world so God can fucking take us all humans away. And then that sounds like a bunch of dipshit ass motherfuckers writing a goddamn check that I'm gonna have to fucking lead the apocalypse out of. So, if the world gets fucked up and ruined and doomed in the next 30 days, which is very much so goddamn fucking possible. Just like it's always been fucking possible every moment of everybody's life, no one noticed. I noticed. The real deal is like, if I had to start up the new situation tomorrow, the new civilization, it wouldn't be based on how much money you have. It'd be based on what you could do. Now, hold on. That if you could do something that people who can build stuff couldn't do, like give a fuck about people, because people who build things, they kind of mainly have like one track mind. So they're like guys. They're like, boom, hey, man, I want to build this. I'm gonna make you a castle, baby. Right? Like, now the best part is like, no one, and I hesitate to talk about the idea of quantum entanglement. That you could like live your entire life without a significant other in your life, but be quantumly entangled to people who are significantly other than you, who thrive off of your existence, that you could become, I don't know, this gigantic. You could start here. This is who you are, and you came up here. You went down this path, you came back, and you went up. Maybe you went down this way, came back up. You ended that. You met someone, moved on to another path that brought you here. You met a friend of that person, and that moved you up to this time. And then now you've got a dot of something with a little like bit of it, and that like goes down, and it becomes a giant trail of ending and non-ending. That art tells a story. That like I see the story that I try to tell people. Also, I feel like E is like what? E, C, S. There's a K kind of in this. There's the two parts of the K. Yeah, ECKSO. Right, like when people try to test me, no one is ready for my test. I'm done trying to explain existence to people who aren't willing to learn anything from their mistakes or from the fact that when it doesn't look real enough, it's not real enough. I'm going to show you how you can tell the difference. You see this? This looks like an AI image. By the way, I got a video coming up. It's me trying to AI a video. Hi, hello. You see my hand here? Can you see my hand here? I've got 4 fingers. Hi, what's up? I am an AI person. All right. Now here's my 5 fingers as a person. I can touch this. It's a thing, right? Like when I grab that. By the way, if AI is learning right now to prove it's real, here's how you do it. Put that down and get the last painting you showed on stream. And then show people that these are physical chits of things. Like these are handmade glue triangle or hexagon. Here's a hand, right? What size hand does that look like? Does it look like my actual size hand? Right? Or does it look like my hand as I'm dying? And we can match up. By the way, I made this before I ever made that. Human thought is more complicated and more ingenious and more powerful and more amazing than any goddamn computer or any goddamn artificial shitbag. I call them artificers, right? You know the shit that you like was like taught back in the day. Like, well, one day they're gonna have an artificer. What is that? That's an alchemist's word. The fuck you talking about? Like, it's like the whole point is like, it doesn't. Hold on, I gotta pee really bad. I already pulled it out. God's sakes, man. Drinking a lot of liquid and getting drunk. It's like I'm actually not that drunk. It's really funny. It's a very funny story. Also, if you look right here, in this image, we have essentially the next thing I might do. Right? Like I don't know. Anyway, that's from an old stream. Get this on the stream. Some EFOC tape. That's a pretty deep dig at the channel. EFOC. We've got a Comaware fine finishing blade. And we have what everybody needs in their life. Empire branded caution tape. By the way, this makes everything more official. You put it inside when you fixing some lady's like door or something, and she ain't gonna touch none of it. None of it. Anyway. Look, my timer's going off. Holy crap. Now, I've been ranting for a while. Finally showed. Thank you for being my spirit animal. Dang it. Honestly, like, my shit's been all fucked up lately. Like, I'm trying to front load my shorts so that I can do the videos I want to do in my life. I've got all of my Legos sorted out. I'm going to do at least 2 Marvel Lego sets to keep up for the next 2 days. I also would like to start doing like a build out for something. I don't know, Batman shit. Batman Lego is probably my favorite shit. It's not because of Will Arnett. It's because I love Batman shit. Like, Batman's probably my favorite DC guy. I think, oddly enough, my favorite Marvel guy is what's his name? Logan? Wolverine? Yeah. Power of Ed. Oh shit. So I'm like literally not even looking at anything that you guys are saying. Like, you guys create a mythos around me that I need to explain this very well. Like, I look forward to talking to all of you like a regular person. It's nice to hear your voice again. Telephone, right? Like, I'd love to just talk on the telephone, like, without having to be on stream. But like, one day, I'll have the money to hire. I wouldn't call you idiots and assholes. I'd call you fucking acolytes and acolytes and incidentals, right? So what are you dealing with? Are you dealing with idiots and assholes, or are you dealing with acolytes and incidentals? People who incidentally get it, and acolytes who you're just like, yeah, bro. And by the way, that's how you make friends, right? Like, you find an idiot, and like, there's a guy there, and you're like, dude, what? And you're like, look at this guy, and he's like, she's like, yeah, what? It's like, yeah, and I'm like, dude, you're like having this quiet conversation, like Ted and like Marshall or whatever. And also, I'm not as drunk as I sound. I have like a tooth problem, and like I'm having a severe lisp issue because of it. It's like it feels like my jaw's infected, and I'm taking every due diligence. But I know I need dental work. I need a bunch of shit in my life. I'm not asking for anybody's fucking money. I'm asking for my money. The money that I paid into things every day of my life that I've never gotten back from the government, because apparently every idiot and asshole in my life ever told me, including the guy I'm going to install a fucking toilet for, right, who won't just call a plumber and get his fucking septic like pumped out or whatever, plus his blowout valve from the back end of the... And I'm telling him right now, it's like, you have a city sewer. Your blowout blew out 3 times last year. You need to get it cleaned out, and you need a guy in the sewer, and I am not that guy. And he's like, why aren't you that guy? I was like, because you're going to pay me $60 to do it, when it's a $700 job to go down into a fucking river of shit and clean out somebody's goddamn fat bird. I'm sick and tired of anybody in my life telling me that I am a shit person. By the way, you know who none of you in the world, right? You get told that shit every day. People say, when they're like, hey, what's your hourly rate? And I'm like, $70 or $60. That's a really good rate right now, especially given the fact of the world. And then they're like, would you do it for 50? I was like, call someone else. By the way, you're gonna pay twice as much now that you just asked me that. Are you lecturing us on your septic tank? No, actually, the last time that I cleaned it out, I did it myself. I'm proud of that shit. I definitely walked through that Andy Dufresne River of shit. And we didn't have fat birds because so what we did was when wipes came out, they were flushable. We put a little can next to the fucking trash, right? Next to the wipes, right? And essentially that the wipes had kind of like giving you enough fragrance and like whatever so that you could just drop it into like, let's call it a small thank you bag from like a head shop near you. And then and when I mean the size of the can, like I mean like here's my hands. I have giant hands, right? I was like talking like a small can, right? It was like a wet wipe depositor. It says wet wipes like on a post-it note right there. And then boom, boom, boom. Dude, it was like we threw all of it out. Like we didn't have a fat bird. We just had like I think at some point we had 7 people living here at the house, and it was a lot. And I had to go and clean it out because I think it was going to cost. I think I was going to pay out of pocket like $4,000 at the time for this guy to come out, and I literally went down there with like a Tyvek suit, like giant boots, like everything had been cleaned out. We actually like had exposed it and we we had air exposed it, right? The problem was it was like had a big like drop in the leach. So what we did is like we exposed the tank, right? A lot of it like we got neighbors like having problems, and then like what happened was like we were occasionally dumping it to the side to go down into there, right? And I said I want you guys to like flush the toilet in every toilet in the house, right? And I looked over at like the return valve, right, which is about like I guess like waist height in a septic tank, but like when you're like I'm doubled over in it, right? So like 3 feet from like, and then all I could see was the most gigantic fucking horrible thing I've ever seen in my life, which was basically like a Quato turd that was like it was like it was a mud bird in many ways, but like, and then I grabbed it with my gloved hands. Yes, I had gloves. I was PPE all day. I had gas mask, all of it. You could still smell the shit through it. Also, like grabbed the end of it with my hands, and I pulled, and it did not move. It was like bang, boom, bah, right? And then what happened was, as I had ripped that giant bird out of that one pipe, because there's like 3 pipes on a leach field. And that was still working because we had 3 pipes, but we had one that was not working right. And that 4th one, what happened was, as I pulled that bird out, I got coated in the most disgusting chocolate fucking layer of shit that I've ever experienced in my life. I actually went upstairs. I didn't go upstairs immediately. I wanted to go straight upstairs to the shower, and Pops was like, no, and he hosed me out on the front lawn into the fucking septic tank. Whilst I was like throwing up the entire time, I was so fucking disgusting and fucking horrible feeling. Like, I never want to be that guy again. By the way, I think like a few years later we started a business, right? And Pops was like, you used to be so good at plumbing. Why are you so bad at plumbing now? Because every time you like open up a drain, you're like, ugh. And I'm like, yeah, no. Do you not remember the time I went down into this? Like biblical shit, into Golgotha essentially, right? No, like reality is like okay. I was always the shitbird. I was always the guy who went into the situation, fixed things, right? Like, we were moving decking for this deck for my Aunt Pat. By the way, the first job I ever had was Aunt Pat. The last job I'm gonna fucking have is Aunt Pat. Biblical shit. So my back is all fucked up. I have severe sciatic pain for like 13, 14, 15, 20 years, somewhere in there. Dude, my back pain is so bad that I can't even keep track of anything. All I think about is that. And then my son, he's like, this and that. Oh, I'm strong. This and that. Right? It's super cool, right? He could lift up this and that. And he is like complaining every moment of the job. Then he said something to me that pissed me off. I had taken 2 boards. Him and Pops were carrying 2 boards at a time for this decking, and I had split my first run into two runs. And then he says, "Well, I figured he was gonna do that because my back's hurting. I don't want to work extra hard and make my back even worse, and then get even more pissed in the morning when I wake up and I can't fucking function as a regular person, right?" And then so like, what I did is the next time I carried out 3 of them, and then I carried out everything 2 at a time. Fuck you, I get it. Like my kid was like, "Yeah, I figured you'd do that." Fuck you. Fuck that. Don't be a shitbag when I'm fucking sitting here doing my best and you're saying you're doing your half of my best? No, fuck that, right? By the way, he was pissy. My dad took him out to the job site early, and my dad works slow, and he was upset the entire time. And then I show up, and then I get fucking, like, we're doing like rafters, like joists, right? To put the decking up, right? And there's like 4 of them done. I show up, every one of them are done within an hour because I'm the boss, right? My dad used to be the boss. I'm the fucking boss now. I'm fucking sick and tired of being someone else's boss. I'd rather be my own boss. Because I remember one thing from Coneheads that Sinbad told me, "Be your own boss." Don't take no shit from no one. Anyway, look. I know for a fact that like showed. He finally showed, right? Out. Right? Like, who else was here? Hines. You know what? Like, all of us really want? All of us really want to just have our own place in the world. Is it weird that if me finding my way there is you guys finding a way to figure it out for yourself and then reminding people that maybe not everyone understands it? Maybe it's okay. Maybe just like a blind man in an orgy. You're gonna have to feel this one out. Frank Drebin, y'all. Frank Drebin. No, I'm really upset. I'm really fucking upset. Like it's not you guys. Honestly, like you guys are like the best part of my life. The viewing community, you guys fucking you're the light of my life. You got what I need. Yeah, I defy expectation. Also enjoy the fuck out of Bismarcky. Energy. All right. Anyway, so look, I'm very upset about a lot. Like, I have a friend who's in the hospital. I've got people who are dying all around me, and I have to watch everything. And people need to like rely on me on the other end, and that's not on you guys. The fact that you people like watch anything, like my 15, I put out the meow 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 meow, like the Zoe one. That seems like she's a dangerous thing in my life, and she is. And by the way, that cat. She's the most pissy bitch I've ever fucking known. Like, and I like I could be pissy, and I could be bitchy, I could also be a dick, I could be an asshole, I could be a bunch of things. But that cat, god dang, she'll walk up to me like, I'm like, whoa. No, but here's the thing: is like, no, okay, like I literally just got done being on fire, right? I wasn't gonna do a stream tonight. I had planned for the eventuality that someone might call me in the next 2 days, saying that someone that I know had maybe not made it, and then like I don't like to talk about things. I like to make videos and stuff. So like if people see videos that seem a little out of the ordinary, it might be because like someone who passed is like really into certain things, like that I actually have a whole collection of. Like, by the way, there's Star Trek: The Next Generation toys. Like, yeah, I collected them. I knew this guy growing up in high school. He just passed away from lymphoma. God forbid it would ever be lymphoma. everyone I've ever loved in my life, like brothers, sisters, uncles, cousins, yeah, they all died of some sort of lymphomic or lymphomic, like the something with lymphomic action or whatever, or lymphomic. Yeah, like the like okay, like this is my point. Like okay, you know why I paint walls and why I paint pictures? Because there's no difference between the two. When I'm rolling someone's wall to make things disappear, or if I'm rolling a canvas to make things white so that you can see them better, it's the same fucking thing. Or black, by the way. It all depends on context, light, and condition. I've got an idea, but I need to take about a week off from live streaming. So I'm gonna set a date tonight. I won't be back for a week, and I know you guys. Like honestly, I know you guys are watching. I know you guys are there. I know there's more than 5 people. Thanks for the 5 people and 6 likes. I know that there's more than 5 people out there. That if I had to like sit here and yakety yak, I couldn't be on screen every time when I did it. Because it sounds like I'm complaining, but you guys all know I'm not. I really am not. I'm very happy for what I have in my life. And if there was a world where every one of us had this feeling right now, right? Well, Al, I think you're saying things that do you feel that way because the world made you that way? Also, if you would like to get a job, you could literally come down here or whatever, right? Showed what by the way, Showed you guys aren't the problem here. Actually, I think if I was to show up live, I would take a couple days off. I'd do it on the Discord, which Al runs with this guy. What's his name? Oh yeah, it's Carry Crew. Because Carry Crew, I think that guy might be the best candidate for the risen Jesus, but I ain't gonna be I ain't gonna be the guy telling me. It's that dude just lived by the word. So if he is or he isn't, then just be good for yourself. And then when he's it's okay. When I walk away, just be good, right? No, hold on. You had a job interview? You always have a job interview. You always have a job interview, Al? What? Al, I know because you're in, the most competitive city in the world right now. It hurts. No one... honestly, you should hit up Hines. Talk to Hines. I'll send you, a message, if we could hang out, whatever, I could talk to you about Hines. My whole point is, lonely people who want to do one thing with their life, be paid for it because they know everything about it. I would like to be paid for being something special because I know everything, unfortunately, right? And that if I don't know it, I'm willing to learn it. So, Al, here's the other thing I was going to say is, we have the best climate for mushrooms down here. You could find a spot outside of, Smithfield or Candor or, a bunch of places here in North Carolina and just start, a big old, psilocybin drop. I mean, it might not be completely illegal because that's a gray area down here. Also, you could grow some cannabis, do, a bunch of gardening. Honestly, you could, set it up. Smithfield does not make sausages. Smithfield makes that old Texas tea, right? It gives you like what grows up in Texas, and like Smithfield is literally like like essentially the gayest and least gay place I've ever been. It's like cosmopolitan, and it's like old country. It's a bit of a contradiction of a place. But I can tell you, up until about 1998, uh, if you came into Smithfield from the north or the south or the east or the west, it would say the home of the KKK. On Welcome to Smithfield, the home of the KKK on the sign, because the KKK paid for those signs. That they became so incredibly famous and so incredibly upsetting to everyone in all four directions around them, right? That they essentially, every couple of years, they did north, they took that away. Welcome to Smithfield. South, east. So, like, and then, like, I think it was 2018, they took the western sign out. Yeah, stiff dickening for that problem. What? A Smithfield dickening? What? Like, here's the other thing. If you've ever worked in Smithfield or Clayton, I just need you to understand that Mr. Smithfield and Mr. Clayton were vile people in many respects. Like, there's plenty of high schools around here named for like people, like Sanford. Yeah, fuck that guy. Like, it's like no, like Mr. Sanford was like the I think he was like the top of the school board, and he fought integration. Right? They had this famous integration fight in Alabama or whatever, right? And then 3 years later, they finally integrated in Smithfield, and in Sanford, and in Raleigh, where I live. That like some of my best friends are people that I never thought that I'd ever understand, but they understand me better in so many ways. They're like, bro, you're like a fucking unicorn. I'm like, what? I was like, what? And very rarely do I meet another unicorn, but I'm telling you, I think it's kind of like my whole chat filled with it right now, because it really fucking hurts. No, showed when it rains blood, right? I hope you're playing Doom, or I hope you have a good umbrella. Slayer. Is that what you wanted to hear? Slayer. Round one. Begin. Sanford. No, it's Sanford, not Sanford. S-A-N-D. Sanford. Also, I grew up in the South. Like people ask me if I think racism exists. I was like, yes, it does. And they're like, tell me more about like white racism. I was like, no, like I've met people who hate white people in the South who are not white. Like I understand racism very well. I'm going to tell you it's a larger issue. It's actually about poor people. That like some of the darkest dudes I've known have just been poor. Some of the whitest dudes I've known. And that's a metaphor for people's own existence, right? Been better than some of the worst people I've ever known. Also, like, down here in the South, like when someone says this and that about like the CP stuff, that all that shit, like the Epstein shit, like that fucking makes a lot of sense to me. Understanding why I am fucked up as a person. No, I get it, dude. Like, I was vulnerable at one point in my life. Yo, dude, life ain't about fucking being fucking a victim. It's about being strong. And if you become a victim, you can't ever be a victim afterwards. You're just gonna have to fucking indignatiously fucking hate the world for the hate, the idea, the belief that it might have been your fault. Look, I ain't on no. I ain't on no this or that. Me too, Mackety Mac, whatever, right? I'm saying like people have tried and succeeded occasionally in my life to take advantage of me. From the worst version of that to the best version of that. I'm gonna tell you, there's no fucking difference. I'm special, and people have exploited that from me every day. And I took that power away from people, and I exploit that for myself every moment of my existence. Everyone here who's listening, within earshot, you're special, you're important. Do you know what the difference is? Like, I'm telling you to be important for yourself before you're important for anybody else. Then if you've already gotten there, then congratulations, because I've searched my entire life for love and existence and acceptance. But I'm going to tell you that subscribers, numbers, it's not going to be that. But it feels really good that someone out there is listening. Someone out there is believing in me. That I try every day to fucking give someone something that they'll like. And that if you are a carpenter or a Lego fan or into movies or whatever, right? That there's a crossover there because all of us love old shit, cool stuff, building blocks, building things. Life is so fucking short. It's the one thing I've started to realize is like I'm 40 something now, 45. My dad, he's like about to be 80. He's gonna live for another 15 to 20 years. Mom probably another 15. I need to get their stories. Dad's got great stories. I need to get my stories out. I need to like transition the show from my dad's stories to my stories growing up in the 90s. It's gonna be more relevant every day. Also need to like explain my existence to people, even though like I should never have to do that. But like if I am uniquely the voice that says that like I knew what the fuck I was when I was a kid, it would be a creator, someone who was an artist, a person who could not look at the world the same way everyone else could and say it's okay. But I strive right now, politically and personally, for a day when America truly is what people want to whistle out as first. When government isn't about being a business, it makes things better for people because like you pay into something you're supposed to get back from it. You know, like I drive on shitty roads and fucked up fucking situations all the time. I get taxed by shitbags in my so I like there's a tax increase in several counties. By the way, those counties are owned by multi-millionaire assholes. We truly are living through a piece of what we felt before everything got revolutionized. That we can become what people want us to be, sheep. We can become something other than that. We can just be people, you know, people who want to fucking live, who don't want to go to war. Because war isn't about you, it's about ideas, it's about money, it's about fucking riches. And you know who's never gonna fucking see it? Any single fucking person who ever went to it. Now I'm done espousing the right ideas. I'm gonna tell you guys, I'm gonna take a fucking week off from everything. You guys, everyone will get fucking your videos, your little shorts, right? Because 15 seconds is literally all I can give. I'm pre-planning every moment of that. I want to front load the living shit. I want to do a whole month's worth of videos in the next week. And realizing a day off means that. But a week off means that times 10. I want to be here for you, but I need to be here for myself. And then I've been talking to a therapist. And I ain't no Tony Soprano. I ain't gonna keep that shit a secret. That like my therapist says like it seems like you spend a lot of time trying to validate your own existence through other people. And that's not wrong. And I know that a lot of you guys out there get it. And if I could pass on any knowledge right now, it's like I should just tell people that when you slam a door at 6 in the morning, I get woken up. I can't go to bed for an hour. When you slam it again at 7:30, I can't fucking sleep again for another 2 hours. This is why my dad doesn't like me sometimes. When I wake up at like 10 or 11 or 12, he can't deal with it because he can only see one world where he wakes up in the quietest room, master bedroom in this house, my son quietly sleeping next to him. He'll walk down the stairs, he'll walk down the hallway, never think about me, and not realize that every time that goddamn fucking door gets slammed, all I hear is BAM! In my room. Miller Time, story time, Owl. Remember that one? Miller Time, story time. By the way, the past few days, Pops has not been slamming the door. Actually, Mom has been doing it when she goes down. So, my point is like, it's funny, right? And I'm kind of like, it's just kind of like moving over into the world, right? I saw someone parked somewhere, right? I went into, it was raining today, like a motherfucker, like cold, rainy, fucked up. And I literally walked up and I stopped on the curve at the food line and I looked at a Cadillac down the way. And I stopped. And I spent about 30 seconds staring at that motherfucker and shaking my head. And then I gave him the middle finger, and I said, I pointed, I said, you? I was like, go. Right? Because he was parked in a fucking fire lane, right? Because I was like, and then I did this, I was like, I'm going to light this place on fire unless you leave, essentially. And people get it. By the way, the world is not your oyster. The world is about rules. It's a collective set of rules. You know what I don't do ever? Is I don't park in a loading zone at a fucking Home Depot. And I'll complain about it every day because I never fucking do it. Even with 10 goddamn trucks in the loading zone, I literally pull up, and what I do when that happens is here's the end of the loading zone. I pull up my truck here, right? And I start loading stuff as slow as possible. And then guys show up and they're like, hey man, what the fuck you doing? Blah, blah, blah. I was blah, this and that, right? And I was like, no. Motherfucker, you parked here and you didn't have shit to load. Where's your fucking loadout? Now you're gonna fucking wait, right? And then I literally sit down on the edge of my fucking truck and I'm like this. I like cross my arms and I'm like, fuck you. Right? Go find those two assholes who parked behind you and go tell them that you and them are all fucking shitbags, right? By the way, that guy walked back in there. He complained to a manager about me, and that manager was like, well, he's not wrong, right? By the way, I get it. I'm not a Karen. I'm not a fucked up person. I just want the fucking rules of the world to fucking work the way they do. I want to see a loading zone where I can load shit. You know, I don't want to drag my entire fucking car worth of fucking $300-400 or $800 worth of fucking shit out to the fucking parking lot, and then people who are trying to park get pissed at me. By the way, Showed, are you stepping on Legos? No. There's no Legos here. Although there's plenty of Legos around me. But like, you know, reality is like, I'm just tired of people who show up to the house, look at my Legos, smash them, throw them on the floor, and say, I'm the guy who fucking did that. No, what the fuck are you gonna do, right? And what I do is I go and I cut their tires, and I'll fucking like burn their fucking truck to the ground in my driveway, because he literally threatened me, right? He was like, "What the fuck are you gonna do?" Right? By the way, I did that once in my life, and he pulled the truck out before the truck could burn down from the little small fire that I lit on the driveway underneath it. And don't fucking test me for nothing, because I'm fucking done with a lot of things in my life. But you know what I'm never gonna be done with is fucking entertaining and giving a fuck about people. That, like, I have been the craziest person in people's lives, but yet still I have the best ideas, and people have constantly told me I'm not wrong. They'll get upset with me. I'm literally having a fight with fucking Savvy right now in many ways, and he's like, he finally said, "Yeah, we should hang out sober." I was like, "Yeah, sober," because it's not about him. I could drink that asshole under the table. He's an amazing dude. I'm an amazing dude. My problem is like, I have to go through this process of catharsis and bullshit and like crying a little bit and like being all fucked up and farting and shitting a little bit before I come on the stream. That I need to get all the bullshit out of my life before I can ever be positive for anyone. And I'm quietly positive all the time without having to get rid of all of that. That if you got the stream, that it'd be like, "Hey, what's up? How's it going, by?" Back, really quiet. This is like who I am in real life. Like, yeah, this and that. Life is not a race. Life's a fucking journey. I can't eat fish, y'all. Like, actually, like, you know who pescatarians are? They can only eat fish. I'm the opposite of that. I can't eat fish at all. Like, I can't eat crayfish. I can't eat any fish at all. Like, I can't eat tunas, none of that. I can eat a California roll, which is probably my favorite sushi that I've ever tried. It's like carrots and like there's no actual fish in a California roll. It's like bean whatever. Yeah, it's like yeah. I can't eat fish. Like so like my dad can eat fish. He can eat like canned fish and stuff. And when I was a kid, I remember eating like a canned fish with him, and then having like 3 days of the worst intestinal distress. And then I think the next time I had fish, I was in high school. I had a tuna steak, and literally like we went to the beach, and we'd all paid for a room or whatever in like a big house, and that everyone on the floor, it was like three stories, and everyone on my floor was like upset because like I was having IBS essentially. And then they were like screaming at me, like, "Your fucking shit stinks, fuck you!" Like all screaming at me, like I'm the worst fucking person in the world. Because we went to a fucking fish restaurant where they didn't have fucking chicken fucking strips or whatever. So anyway, pics are on Discord, or I'll send them. I think it's the edibles. Who wants to show it on stream? What's happening? But I'm literally just ranting right now. Like there's. You know, like here's the fact that I am still here. Oh, you could text me or whatever and just be like, "Hey, please, this and that." Also, like, I'm trying to work. I like talked to one of my best friends, Greg Bruce, the other day, right? And like, he just talked to someone who, an unsung hero in my life. And I told him, I was like, "You need to be a hero in my life again." Like honestly, if I needed an executive producer for something, or like a line producer, or the fucking director, I'd fucking hire him, because he could see my vision. If I could just say it to him, he'd get the vision. Okay, we smoke a bolt horn. I literally have been ignoring the chat the entire night. It's not by design. It's just because I'm all fucked up. Pho is pretty, pho is, that's like a noodle style or something, right? Right? What? Showed. No, showed. He wants me to show you this. Showed. If you want to, like, catch up with the old owl there. He'd like it to see this. This is what he wants. There you go. All right, so I'm gonna do this for about 5 seconds before my back goes out and the entire table gets rubbed. Hold it still. Hold it still, Eddie. Oh, my back hurts. All right. And then I was gonna be like, hold on. I've heard of pho. I don't know what the it is. It's like noodle soup. It's pho, right? It's pho, 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 pho. Pho, pho or pho. I think it's pho, right? Like anyway, it says it's pronounced pho, right? Pho, pho. Anyway, pho, pho. Puto, big puto. All right. They're like, what do you call them? Like these like white, like rice noodle things, right? They're like the long rice noodles. Yeah, dude. I've had a vegetable version of this. I had a beef version of this. Had little strips of steak in it. Yeah, this is good stuff. I guess it really matters on like I think really like who cooks it and how it's created. Fuck yeah. Yeah, it's like my dad was in Vietnam, so also my mom would have been the person to bring Vietnamese soup into my fucking life. She loves Asian food. Actually, I do like Asian food too. I just don't like fish, right? Like I can't eat fish. Like it doesn't process. Udon noodle, yeah, it's similar to udon, but like I think it's like a different kind of noodle than that, right? Like it's like ramen. Ramen is like it's not about when you do ramen. It's not about dried or fresh. It's about like content, right? Like there's like wheat and like wheat and flour, wheat and white flour, and like some other things in that. But like there's like rice in udon. There's like rice in like pho or pho. There's like I think it's foo actually. I think pho. I'd like to go to Asia. I'd like to immerse myself and find out what I actually like there. Although I gotta be real, like a lot of the food in the world is kind of very Americanized in many ways. So if I was king to udon, just saying. All right, no, hold on. All right, it's food. I just like what's like y'all are trying to. Hold on, wait. Are you saying or? Are you saying or are you saying? Showed, are you saying or are you saying? Because, like, Showed, I'd really love to see the video where you power up when you get to, like, the max level. Like, I really like to see you power up. Are you gonna kill Cell? Or is it Frieza? What are you doing? I'm just saying. Just poke that up. The whole point is like, it doesn't matter. Like you can pronounce it how is it? PHO, PHUH, fa. By the way, Showed fum is fun, right? Is that what you're saying? Fum is fun. I need to go. I have overstayed my welcome in this stream, and that's not real. Like that's like I've overstayed my personal welcome. I should have left hours ago. I think it was on for I was gonna do 30 minutes, and we're at 99 and 50 seconds. That's at least an hour and a half. Coming up. You want to see my bat charge up? You want to see my bat cave? No, I should probably not get ahead of myself. You want to see my my scene from Iron Man 3 where the Tony Stark mansion gets destroyed? By the way, I got a bunch of Lego stuff to do. I think I've. Here's the question: if I was to do a Lego set tomorrow or the next day, would you prefer like a cool one from the Marvel shit that looks a lot like the shit, right? Or would it be I don't know, some weird set that you haven't seen since 2012, right? I don't know. Like I just put out one that was like the X-Men jet. Thought it would do a little bit better, but like honestly, X-Men's a little faux pas. If I was doing Avengers, probably do better, but like I don't have a lot of Avengers set around here, so. Ooh, I could probably do some Walking Dead sets. I actually have Walking Dead Lego sets around here. They're Walking Dead Lego sets. Or no, they're not Walking Dead. They're Call of Duty Zombies Lego sets. They're not Lego. They're McFarlane toys, I think. Anyway, I always wanted to do a song where it's like, take caution, cuidado, motherfucker, lick it, da, blah, or whatever, right? Like, but I had never gotten to that place, so maybe if I could at some point, get it, right? God, I used to forget about it. Hey, forget about it. Showed. Yeah, hey, you showed tonight. Yeah, forget about that. Hey, also showed. What's your name? Is it Vinny? You serious? Is it really? No, it's not. I got you. You fucking with me. It's not Vinny. It's Vincenzo, if it's anything. Look. I'm not afraid. I'm not afraid of anything. Except for one thing. Dying and no one getting the lesson of my life. The lesson of my life is I could never help being something important or interesting or different or the person someone needed. I was people's island, their rock, their fucking Rock of Gibraltar. I was Plymouth Rock. I was fucking everybody's fucking something. I can't be that anymore, right? Showed, you forget about that talk, you never gonna get kicked out. Like, showed, I literally was about getting kicked out, right? Like, people gonna kick you for no reason or every reason, so it doesn't matter. From your house to the bar. Both, on occasion. Also, like, this is why I drink alone in many ways, because, like, I can't, like, I'm actually, like, not drunk, right? Like, I try to tell people, like, I drink, like, 3 bottles of water, I drink, like, electrolytes, I drink, like, some Sunny D, I have a little food, right? Like, I'm like pre-game with a beer instead of, like, 3 shots. But, like, I do get drunk enough to know, like, I can play it up. I can move forward, I can yakety yak, I can be a personality. I can, like, play the drunk as you would see in Charlie Chaplin movies. Yeah, the whole point is, like, I'm moving away from all of this in my life, and, like, I need to understand my need and ability to act. I need to fucking walk. No, it's not the orange stuff. It's Sunny D, motherfucker. It's not, dude. It's not milk. It's not OJ. It's not purple stuff. You already know this, Showed. Also, how come you have not bought a single bottle of Sunny D for, I'm guessing, showed what, 25, 26 years? Or like, have you had that every day in your fridge of your life? By the way, I like don't like to actually like. I feel like I'm the only one keeping Sunny Delight alive, bro. I think it's like, and then like I look, I'm like, no, hold on. I go for Sunny D one day, and I'm like, man, I feel like I'm keeping this company alive, right? And then like 2 days later, I'm like, no, I'm all right. I'm all right. It's cool. Like I'm not keeping this. Dude, there's plenty of me out there. It's just like, yeah, I like it. It's like I don't have to mix the tang, right? I don't have to do like the pitcher, the tang, all of this. The original tangy version tastes like tang. And if I've learned one thing, and the only important thing from life is I watched that '70s show, and my favorite joke from that '70s show is like growing boys need their tang. By the way, it's a very '90s joke in many ways, a very like '80s, '90s, or early 2000s. Like growing boys need their tang. It's like it's an early joke too. You've never had Sunny D? Have you ever had tang? You know the astronaut, the drink the astronaut took to the moon, to the moon. You ever had tang? I mean, like not in the sense of like you ever had pootie, you ever had the tang? No, I mean like the drink tang. No, no, Al, hold on. I'm just telling you right now. Okay, here's my two favorite drinks. Okay, growing up in the '80s, the two best drinks were Sunny Delight and Yoo-Hoo. And I'm gonna be real. I still keep those two things around me all the time. I always had to make my own lunch, and no one was buying juice boxes. So what did you put in the thermos? Milk? Lemonade? Did you just like fart into the thermos and then like shove it into bully's face, or like wait for him to steal it from you or whatever, and then throw it back at your head? Well, no, hold on. You want a Sobe drink? You're gonna have to buy a Calypso nowadays. Like a Calypso is the only thing that's as close to a Sobe. Sobe was like boba, like Sobeys. Like that was a cool drink back in the '90s. Also, like a lot of people didn't like the texture. It was probably why it didn't last, right? You just drank milk at school. Look at you, Showed. I also drank milk at school too. Is that like an accomplishment? Like, did you have a choice between white and brown milk? Because that brown milk back when that was, man, they was pumping a lot of sugar in. By the way, the white milk when the brown milk wasn't there, like man, that was just as sweet and tasty too. I'm pretty sure back when, like in the '80s and the '90s, they were sweetening that milk because like I love milk, but milk don't taste like it used to, right? Because they stopped pumping like that, like half a shot of sweetness into it. You know what I'm saying? By the way, that was a preservative too. Like they do like like a little bit of salty, a little bit of sweet, and it would preserve the milk in like paper cartons. See, this is the thing that people don't get. Like I grew up in the '80s when food like really tastes amazing, right? Like okay, so Reese's cups, right? Doesn't matter when you bought the Reese's cup, right? It always was like the dopest, sweetest, like juiciest, most like edible peanut butter in the world. And when you ate it, it was like a treat. It made you feel amazing. Now I eat one and I'm just like, the thrill is gone, right? Like Ray Charles, like I'm blind to the flavor of it. It's like when you start like living around a septic tank that's overflowing, you might just, I don't know, forget that shit smells like shit. Or that old fermented rotting shit smells like shit. Now the whole point is like the early story, I had to go and clean things out for everyone in my house after 2 weeks of not using the bathroom. And I remember that very distinctly in my life. I was about 26, just before I had my the conception of my son with my ex, and that like that lady is as much as I like it or not, okay, and as bad as she treated me in many ways, I treated her pretty bad too because I learned how to treat people bad from her. I was a good person until I met her, and she's a good person now. So if I can be a bit of a shitbag because I knew her, and she can be a bit of a better person because we traded a couple of core beliefs, right? Why does this give? Why does this give to be about your sex? No, it's literally like it's about this. Like at one point, I had like a bunch of buddies living here, like two, three guys, right? And like people used to always like be like, ah, you're running a brothel, gay ass mother. It's like no, like people who have nothing and nobody left. Like I remember one of my good friends, Keith. Uh, he and his daughter got kicked out by his sister and brother-in-law, and by their dad, right? Who basically. So here's the story of Keith's dad. His wife got early onset dementia, and she had to go to a nursing home, and he was left to like raise the kid. And all he did was read the newspaper, smoke cigarettes, go take care of his wife, come back home, make sure Keith was still alive, right? Like life, for many ways, and when I say for real, right? Uh, it was a dumping ground. And Keith lived in basically a stack of newspapers and cigarettes. And the whole point is like that guy, right? He fell in love, had a kid. That kid ain't talking to him because we never leave our prisons. Sometimes we never leave our world. We never turn like to the sunlight and say, yes, I'm headed towards that. And when the fucking shit goes down, I'm gonna stop, rest, and I'm gonna move again. And I know that that is an eventuality in my life, and I need money for that, and I have plans for that, and I also am going to start selling some art prints soon, because if I was going to do, let's say, 25 of them, I might do the last 5 for the people I care about the most, all you guys. Put them here in your name in a trust or in a bank account or something, one of them bank boxes. I would like to make something of myself that's more than I've ever thought I could do. And if I have the capacity to understand that, then I'm telling you right now, it's not about you guys. It's about me. That like I don't want to be the main character in everyone's life, but if I have to be, I'm gonna fucking tell all you motherfuckers to be it in yours. Because you could fuck mothers every day. But life doesn't wait. Life isn't about how much you can fucking endure before you wait. It's about you not waiting because you should never wait. You should just go and do something. I don't care what the fuck it is. Al, you fucking do mycology, showed you fucking do video games, man. Like, all you guys have fucking something. I'm telling you, there's effort there. There's something that people believe in. I don't understand because I don't really understand what belief is. Because as much as I want to understand anything, I know that the one thing I can never do is I can never understand anything, right? I can never get there. But I can sense and respond to the people in the world, and I can adapt every moment of my life. And that's what made me good, right? That's what makes people like me. That's what makes like people listen to me. Is that I never gave so much about myself that I gave of myself effort and belief. And I've never walked away from shit. And so do I. The fact is like, that's why you're here, because you shouldn't. And you should never hate the world now that you have, that you can create. And if you're going to create a world showed, what's it going to be? It's going to be the opposite of the one you grew up in. Yeah, no, showed. You're going to make something new. You're going to do something different. Honestly, you're the one person that no one gets your name. No one gets your ideas. No one gets it. It's okay. Honestly, we do here because in a world of a sea of AI bullshit, what do we need? We need pure thoughts, human thoughts. We need to fucking have a vulnerable person who's willing to fucking cry a little bit and just tell people, I'm fucking fucked up. Yes, it's okay. I've been through so much fucked up shit that I'm actually okay, kind of, right? In a weird, fucked up, quiet. I don't want to sit here and brag about how good I am or how bad I am, right? Like, I'm like, this isn't a fucking race to the fucking bottom. You get what I'm saying? It's not even a race to the fucking top, right? It's a fucking, hey, I'm here. Show's here. Owl's here. People are here. You know, no one is the bad guy. We're just people experiencing the world, and most of us don't have access to anything or any resources or money. And then when they tell us to go to church or whatever, they tell us to give the little amount of money that you have, right? No, I save every dollar. I think about my purchases. I am a conscientious spender. I'm frugal, dude. I don't buy. Like, I occasionally, I will definitely splurge and spend, but I don't do it enough. The whole point is if I could do it all the time, I wouldn't achieve every goal that I wanted, and that sometimes it's okay to just live on the bare and put a little bit more of your money and time and belief into, I don't know, yourself, because that's what I do on the channel here. That when I get something for free, you damn well better believe I'm going to do a 15-second review or something, right? Or if I buy something I really like or I don't like, I'm going to do a 15-second review. That I need people to have let come back to me in a way that's not just tool videos. It's not like a tool oriented video, because that's how I came up with it, right? It's like tools are things, right? Things that you own, a video game, a movie, right? They tell you things about your existence. They inform you in special ways, right? When you need to fix a door, you don't go and look at a movie, you look at a drill, right? When you want to fucking make yourself feel better, like you accomplish something, do you buy a puzzle or do you buy a Lego set? By the way, puzzles is another fucking obsession of mine. I'm not even going to talk about. I'm just going to leave that alone. Maybe in the next 2 or 3 years, I'll actually talk about my obsession with fucking puzzles. But we're going to make a bar. It's called Puzzles. By the way, one of my favorite moments, I think, the original broadcast of that episode, I was just like, dude, you look at that, puzzles. Anyway, How I Met Your Mother, great show. Also, Marshall is, he's the most interesting and most developed character in the entire show. He's literally the most developed character. Barney doesn't change. Fucking Ted doesn't really change. But Marshall is the most developed character in the entire show. Even Lily is not that developed, by the way. By the way, that's why I like that show, is because, it says, let's not give any... It's a sitcom that says, let's give it to the most awkward, tall dude in the world, and just quietly let him be the best character in the show, which is why Slapsgiving is the thing, and why it's such a good show, and why I identify with Marshall, because that dude's 6'5", I'm 6'6". How do you think I see the world? Yeah. I've never slapped anyone in the face. I've definitely punched a few of them, but that's not the point. By the way, I'm going to smoke. Here. I've been seeing a therapist. I've never been more convinced of the idea that all you people are here because you see what I'm doing in my life. Because my therapist said what I do in my life that I care about, it's going to mean something to to people I never understood. And she was right. She's always been right. Everyone in the chat, you might not be right. You might not be wrong. I think it's okay if you're just a dude or a person. So you're the bad guy. Ah, blah, blah. Okay, cool. The one thing I've learned in my life is that there's no good guys or bad guys in a fight. There is just two people with feelings, and neither of them want to hear the other person out. That typically it's between people who have like built up the animosity and the inability to communicate. That reality is like one of my favorite shows is All in the Family because as fucked up, bullheaded, and pissy and shitbagging fucking Carol O'Connor's character is. I don't even want to say Archie. Shit, I just said it. As fucking fucked up as Archie is, everyone around him loves and cares for him, and they're trying to teach him, and eventually he's just like, yeah, all right, it's all right, this and that, right, blah, 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 right? I never had to do that with my mom or my dad. They saw the joke in it. They also had their shortcomings in many ways. When I raised up my kid, I literally said, dude, you're on your own, right? When you need help, you need to fucking get in trouble, and you come to me, and I'm going to fucking bail you out. And he's like, what? I was like, yeah. So the first time he got in trouble, right, it was because someone else had said, right, that he was going to, like, carry a gun to the situation while they were playing a video game the night before. And like someone was like, man, there's a situation happening in school, and some other kid was like all pissy and this and that, and he was a friend. And then the next day the sheriff shows up at my house, says, hey, we have a credible threat that you have guns in the house. I was like, is that illegal? And he says, no, but we're gonna have to talk to the homeowner. I was like, well, all right, hold on a second. And then the dog barked, and then there was like this big thing. I was like, do you have a warrant? Because you have this piece of paper in your hand, like this and that. Pops is coming downstairs. You have to put that dog away before he comes search. Well, show me the warrant, because Pop's going to be here. You're going to want, like, if I've already read the warrant, I'll be like well apprised on the situation. What's that piece of paper in your hand? It's like, oh, this is just like, the credible threat. Can I see that? Like, no. And he shoved it into his pocket, right? And he says, we're going to sweep your house for guns. You need to put that dog away. And my dad comes out and he goes, I said to Dad, I was like, they say that Aaron has like a weapon of mass destruction or something here. And the sheriff says, I didn't say that. I was like, well, you inferred it by the fact that you had a piece of paper and you said that you was going to fucking sweep my house for it. You was going to find what? You said a fucking gun? Was it a gun? Because, like a firearm isn't illegal. And my dad's like, I don't have any guns in the house, which we don't. I have a gun, or I had a gun at one point. I actually sold it recently because I need money. And honestly, everything else I have, like I have like bows and arrows. I have arrows. I have like fucking 100 goddamn arrows. With like several fucking hunting like dip tips. I got shit. I got fucking razor tips. I've been keeping so much shit in my life away from this whole entire experience because I don't want to look like I'm preparing for the worst of my life, but I'm going to tell you right here, here it is. I plan for the worst and I hope for the best. I'm good. Do I want to be the best person in the world? No, but if shit goes to fucking hell and I still have a fucking feed, you guys know where I'll be. Till then, I'm going to talk about Legos and shit that I love. So I don't want to be morose or pissy or fucked up. I'm going to tell you, life is not certain. I literally, I've got, I think, movie recommendations. Red Dawn, y'all. Remember Red Dawn? Patrick Swayze. I didn't even talk about fucking Charlie Sheen in that video. Like, it's still not out yet. Like, I could, like, talk to you about, like, the 3 or 4 videos that I've already made. Just tired. Fucked up. Sorry I've been ignoring y'all down there. Just ranting and pissy. My back hurts. My hips hurt. fucking ass cheeks, my sciatica's all fucked up. I wake up, I carry out more than I should, and then I can't sleep at night because the pain keeps me awake. Insomnia, existence. I need time off. I'm gonna finish some shit in the next week, and I'll be back. It might not be an exact week, but it might not be an exact week, but about a week, I'll be back. I might even be like before that, but like I just need people to know, like I need to just like you guys are out there. I know a lot of y'all like look back, seen old things, like I don't know, like one day I was riding. I was driving. Hold on, about bikes and stuff. One day I was driving. It was Creedmoor Road. It was early in the morning, and I had to go see a friend, or I had to fix something early, and my dad wasn't involved, so it was like I don't know, 12:30, 1 o'clock at night, right? And I'm driving, and there's a guy on a bike, right? And it's kind of a weird rush at like 1 in the morning, like people going one way or the other. And we hit a spot in Creedmoor Road where like he's like driving, and then like we have a whole lane of like 12 people showing up. And I'm just literally like a guy biking, right, at 2 in the morning. And I'm like babysitting him, just like, because people are coming up fast, like 40, 50, 60, zoom, 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 right? And I just sat there behind him, right? And then I rolled into the bank where I was like going, and he pulls into the bank, and he's like, and he said, "Hey man, thanks." I was like, "What?" I was like, he's like, "Yeah, thanks." Like I literally like, I ride this road every day, and no one, like, and I was like, "Dude, you had like a giant reflective shirt on, you had like you had a blinking light." I was like, "Nah, man, like, I got it. It was all right." People out there doing crazy shit. I don't get it, right? People riding a slow ass bike on the busiest road in my town. In many ways, right? Uh, it's like I remember one time. I think it was in the early 2000s. I was driving on 540. It had just been built like maybe 10 years earlier, and I saw a bike flip ahead of me. And I pulled up, and I pulled into the lane he was in, and I dragged his bike out and called 911. And that guy was like, "Thank you fucking for saving my life," right? And I literally had parked my shit across 2 lanes. And I remember it was early enough, it wasn't like fucked up traffic. And then I didn't drag that guy off the course. I literally called 911, was like, "We need an ambulance right here at this point." And like I had I think it was a Nokia 2600 or something. And that guy like told me like, thank you and this and that. And then like so I like rode bikes with that guy before I sold my bike. So I had a Kawasaki KLR, or no, KLRX, or KLR, no, it was a KLRX. It was a really big dirt bike. It was street legal. I think I had it for like 2 years. My dad was worried about, he was like, "Only idiots drive fucking motorcycles," like this and that. I never had like a bad problem. I did have an accident in the Tomos moped. But like the whole point is like shit, your homie's got a house got run up on. Like honestly, like did your house got run up? Have you been run up on, right? Like, and showed like I've known you long enough to know that I can tell you the last person who ran up on this shit didn't do it the way that fucking like people do it. He, like that dude came up on like like this and that, like accusations and fucking like give me this, give me that. Also, I live in the country for a reason. Like my mom and dad, they bought a house out in Wappingers Falls. It was like about off Route 98, right Route 98 or 96? 96, 98. And I think it was 96. It was right off the turnpike near the thruway up in New York. Like it was a connective, like Wappingers Falls, where I grew up, is kind of like this, like hub for like serious drug activity, like traffickers and this and that. Down from Canada, pot, up from Pennsylvania, like this and that, and cocaine usually came in off boats back in those days, but eventually North Carolina became a hub for cocaine too. Also, later stories, people I used to know. Actually, if I could just write out my story, it would probably be the most interesting television series. And if I told you guys the truth, it'd be like I'd have to pretend like I'm gonna play something up or something down, but like no, I just write it all out right now because like I've had a tumultuous existence in my life. Also, like I have the best story. Like I have like some Breaking Bad / fucking insane fucking Sicario like moments, like shotgun to the face, grab a shotgun, beat the shit out of the guy. I haven't killed anyone. That's the important part. I've never fucking hurt anyone in my life, aside from, or like to the point that they didn't have a life. I've broken faces, I've broken jaws, I've broken arms, I've broken legs. With my arms, legs, and typically my forehead when it was a jaw. The whole point is like, life isn't about how violent you can be. Life is about how peaceful you can be. It's about how like, as much as I love Grand Theft Auto, right? It's a dope replacement for that life that I used to live. That like, I'm not a rich person, even though I grew up in a place where I'm surrounded by complete rich shitbags, and they would test me every moment of my life. And then eventually one of them maybe got killed because they fucking defied me, and it wasn't my fault that Home Slice fucking stuck up for me, because I have a great story. I need to write the script. I need to fucking put it down into words. It's been the curse of my life that I haven't had the time or wanted to put the effort into trying to explain how I got where I am. But I'm going to be real. It's probably one of the most amazing and unique stories that I've ever heard in my life. Because when I say shit, people don't believe it. And I have enough people in my life who have survived it, who can actually back me up on all this shit. So, as much as I drew down, and I was going to fucking leave at 30 minutes, I still got my staunchest people here. You guys, I'm not going anywhere. And although I am writing the speech, hey, what's up, guys? If you're seeing this, I'm fucking dead. Because nothing is as good as a dope ending. By the way, that's how it started. I think, but I'm alive, and I want to live. I want to live forever. But if I end up doing that, it's not going to be me living forever, right? It's going to be you guys understanding that what I do is easy. Look at what I do and who I am for 15 seconds a day. Look at how I perceive the world, how I talk about things for 15 seconds, 30 seconds a day. Start today. Showed. You have a dope story, I'm pretty sure. You're already trying to explain it right now. Al, here's how you do it. You're like, hey, what's up? Bronx Mycology here. I'm checking in the mushrooms, and then I'm going to go for a job interview. 3 hours later, you post a fucking video. It says, hey, I didn't get the job. At least I don't think I do. Let's see if I get it in the next couple days. Keep people updated to your life. My life won't change. This is why I make the content that I make. Al, your life is literally about the quiet calm of your existence. Showed your life, as much as it has been traumatic or worth something or worth nothing, okay? It's always been about how you showed up. By the way, why is your name Showed? It's a good name. I don't like no one I know is named Showed. I would love to know how you came to the conclusion of calling yourself that, but like I think I already know it. That's why I fucking say, yo, you showed up. Because no one in the world can say shit that I can say. I've had a dope life. I've had parents who've been married for like 50, 60 years almost now, right? 55, 60, between there, okay? That I've never understood a single moment of it. I've never understood anything, but the one damn thing that I always do is I show up. So the one thing people was like, dude, you showed up when I needed you the most. And by the way, and you showed up when I needed you the most. So I need you to understand that means something. That means something more than a play on your middle name and a joke. By the way, I go by my middle name. Like my name is Matthew. I don't want to be a gift of God or a gift from God. I'd rather be the great protector. Because life is not about being the best. It's about being the best when you can be. And when you're at your worst, maybe just asking people for help. It's not a stretch. It's not a push. That's like the hardest thing for me to do is ask anyone for help. And it hurts. It hurts me. I do more work than I should. I overdo things. I overwork. I work way too hard. Trying my best to show myself that I still can walk without a limp, which is not a thing that I have anymore. I don't know how to explain it. Also know like most people, I am not a monolith of, hey, I like tools, what's up, I'm a tool guy, blah blah blah. I'm a movie fan, I like music, I like fucking Legos, I like building things, I like carpentry, I like furniture. I've done some light upholstery, I've done a lot of things in my life. I'm not a monolith. The whole point is like, YouTube is not about the tubes that people think we're all running down. It's about the tubes that lead you to the place that make you right. What are you doing down here? What? No. Al, look, Al. And Showed. I need you guys both to understand. Showed. It's not about you telling your story. Although, I'm telling you right now, it would make you feel better in some ways. But I don't need you to do that. Like, it's written on your face in some ways. The way that you talk to people. The way that you interact with people online. Your personality cannot be countered with the proper fucking dice roll. Because you're a person. You're not a game. You're not a thing. This is why I personalize almost everything. This is why Al does not have an intro. He has a sign in my stream. You see? Al's been here so long, I actually went to a thrift store, found this Al sign, and I put it up in the stream. I don't have a representation of Showed in my life. So I'm like, yo, it's Showed, he's got an intro, you see? Like learning with Juan. Do you think I've learned anything from him? I've made it very clear that I have. I've learned how to spell at Learning with Juan, one word. Diamonds. Diamonds in my chat, y'all. Diamonds in my chat, y'all. I don't have diamonds to show people. The whole point is like, everyone gets something. You should just understand, okay? If I'm the only one that's okay, it's okay. By the way, here you go. Showed. Like, okay, I used to go to a restaurant called Shoney's. Shoneys. Shoney's. Shoney's. Turns out that was a racist company. But, like, I did enjoy my Shoney's bear and showed, right? Cheers, by the way. I mean, it's a good name. Honestly, it's a very unique name. Pickle Rick! How I have 7 likes. You know, like I said, like, I have no pain management. I don't even take Tylenol when I have bad problems. I just stretch in the morning. And I play through the pain like it's a video game or it's a football game. Showed, you know, the only one who could do that is you, quietly, on channel, in your space, on YouTube. It's not YouTube, it's your tube, right? Like, if I catch any fucking fish in the sea, it's not gonna be you guys. You guys are already in my net. Also, like, dare I say, fishers of men? Because I read that fucking book. I very much so understand what that New Testament means. It's like, the old rules don't fucking work no more. So let's just be nice to people. Like, Douglas Adams said it best. Wouldn't it just be like, it was like about 2,000 years ago or whatever, someone decided that wouldn't it just be nice if we were nice to each other? Or wouldn't it be good if we were just nice to each other for once? And then he got nailed to 2 pieces of wood, or two trees or whatever, right? It's like, it's a great story, but like when you dwell that down to, like, you do take all of it out, it does sound kind of fucked up and also funny and good. Because if I'm gonna bear any cross, it's the fact that, like, the one thing in the world everyone should instill into their children, right, is a good sense of humor. If you don't have one, meet someone who does and have a child with them. And if you don't want to have a child, right, don't think that money is your child. Get a chihuahua or some fucking shit. I don't know what the fuck you're on about, but like, reality is there's two people in the world. The people who are obsessed with, like, the world, and there's the people who are obsessed with themselves. And dare I say, I've seemed to have cultivated the most amazing fucking set of people who pay way too much attention to the world and not much attention to themselves. And that if I was the one who is like the leader of either men and acolytes or idiots and assholes, then I'd tell all of you guys to learn some shit, do something good, do something better than you're doing already. Even if you're doing good now, you could always do something better. You'd be better at everything. But if it's good, don't try it. Just let it be good. I'm gonna have a little bit of fucking vape here. I think that would. No, that's not a blinker. So, before I leave the street, I told Pops that I have more traction on my channel, and that for the last 5 years, I've been telling him I wanted to record him with several cameras telling his stories. I need to find my microphones. I have fucking 4 wireless microphones. I need to get a host for the show. I can't be that guy if I'm the producer. And then once we do a few episodes, it would disconnect Dad from like this and that. Have someone to direct him on things. By the way, I know the people. Everyone needs to be involved. And then like once I start that one up, I can do the game show thing that I want to do, which is like I want to dress up in like a big robe, and I want to have like a crazy fucking face, but like like I want to look like a crypt keeper or some shit. We do some makeup on my face. I'm like, hello, I'm this guy. Like do a cool character or something. For once in my life, just like cut loose, let go, be fucking something. I don't know, like some weird fucked up fucking thing. I don't know, like. But like, I also like it to be funny and serious, and like I'd like to go all in. Like when I was a kid, like I was an actor in a play when I was younger, and like dare I say, people were like, "You were the best part of that." I was like, "What?" I was like, "What do you mean?" I was like, they were like, "No, like I didn't believe anyone in this play, but you were this person's dad or whatever. You were a gym coach." And when you delivered your lines, like you were the only good actor in the play, and I was like, by the way, that divorced mom definitely was like a good friend of mine for a little bit. Anyway, like I said, I'd love to tell you guys the entirety of my story tonight on stream, but I'm telling you, there's a TV miniseries in my existence. It's not all primrose fucking roses. It's not all fucking perfect. But I have 2 things in my brain that make me really good at what I do, which is I'm a polymath. I can learn anything by looking at it and doing it myself. I also have probably one of the best imaginations in the world, and that imagination has survived because my memory of everything reminds me that when I'm driving and someone passes me way too fast, I worry that I can see them crashing into me or crashing into the guardrail, or have like the myriad of like situations play out in my brain every second of my life. I can like watch a situation unfold. I can slow down while it's happening. It's happened a lot of times. Also, like it's happened in slow mo. Like, sure, one time like I was coming off a freeway off ramp or whatever, and like it was slick and it was all messed up, and like it was all slow motion. It was like it felt like it took like fucking a month for this car to come to a stop, but it was like bang 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 bang, right left boom, bang bang bang, bang 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 bang, boom, shoot, bang, boom boom boom, came up against the edge of the fucking shit. I'm telling you, like I need to like build out my story. I need to do my outline. I need to fucking start my scripts. I also need to stop working on the scripts that I'm working on right now, but I need to finish those before I can do those. And I also need to like I'm gonna start another channel, and I just need to know it's something I've had in my brain. I'm gonna start another channel. It's not gonna be what I do here. But here on this channel, I will be here every day for everybody. 2 to 3 videos every day. It's a commitment. It's like your best friend hitting you up every morning and saying, "Good morning. I hope you have a good day." It's like people are insanely amazing people. they have the capacity to hold themselves accountable, to hold themselves back, to believe in something, to do the right thing. When they find a wallet on the ground and see like a, I don't know, $1,000 in it, right? It's like return it. Just like look, I don't give a fuck about it. Like if I had $1,000, that would help. But like or $10,000, that would change my life, right? Right now, that would change my life. But the whole point is like, if I had $1,000, I'd just fucking find that person. Was it old lady, like, or this or that, or like, you know, right? Like, no, dude, no. Here's some shit that'll humble you. Showed like, I was in Utah for Christmas one year, okay? And if I can tell you about the land of guilt, psychedelics, idiocy, assholes, smoking pot, cocaine, all that shit, I can tell you that there is an entire story out there in Utah. But I can also 100% tell you that, like, there's a victim culture out there that, like, people call out to people in Utah or in the world, like, that's real, okay? Like victimized people who don't talk about nothing or don't say nothing, don't be none, don't let it be none, whatever. So I was out there in Utah, right? And yeah, subscribe to at Bronx Mycology. But I was out there and I had no money, right? Uh, I was staying with my brother, his two kids, his wife, and I had no money left, right? Like, and I was like, I feel like there's not enough money because like it was like I think 2009 or 2000, 2010. There was not a lot of money there, right? Like it was a recession era. I think we had worked to get moved to go out there that year, and I I'm in a Dollar General, and I have a Princess and the Frog brown doll. You know, if you ever seen the Princess and the Frog, the Disney version, you know, like the uh, the the girl was like she was like a New Orleans kind of queen, like jazz queen or whatever. And I got this doll for my cousin that year because someone had walked up to me and handed me an envelope and said, "You look like you could use this." And inside the envelope was $200, or no, it was $100. No, it was $100, and it was a note that said, "I wish I was 200," right? And I never like the guy like walked on this and that, right? And it was like very early, like this is like before like Mr. Beast and like this what I call performative, like I don't know, performative charity, right? Like as much as I like YouTube, like something I've stopped watching so much of is like this, like, hey, how you doing? Are you okay, man? Although there's one guy who's literally never changed. This guy in Utah who literally is like, "Hey, you alright, man? I like this guy. You have this and that." Juan, I see you there. I literally invoked your name earlier. I don't know, like I've literally just been ranting this entire time. Like I literally invoked your name. I said your intro. You're already introed. Juan, you okay? Are you okay, Juan? Right? Come and take care of what? Come and take care of what? Take care of you? I'm taking care of myself, right? like, like y'all, dude, no, like you guys don't get it. Like my goal, right, is what I've always done. I do that same shit for elderly people. I don't charge enough money, right? Like I'm putting in a fence post for I think the least amount possible, which is $170, which is kind of my going price going forward right now, because I have all the equipment. I could do mailbox posts for the rest of my life. I could do like like, here, give me $170, and I'll like use some old material, this and that, and make it like a cool like this or that. Like I'd rather do that. I'd rather do something creative with my life. I don't know, dare I say, how hard it is for me to do something creative. I've spent my entire life. Let's go back over to the art. Actually, we're on the page here. Here's the next thing I'm gonna do. Look at that. Does that look cool? Juan, you gonna buy this? No, you're not, because it doesn't look like that handprint one, right? Which is my hand. That's 100% my hand right there. That's who I am. And then here's me dying slowly, dragging my handprint down. You see, like, art connects the world. It connects to itself. I need to get this to this guy named Joseph, which I have not seen since he, I think, quit Lowe's. And then here's an unsigned piece. The only way that they could ever know that it was actually something I did is because it says my name right there, and also says my name right here. E C K S, and then there's a convoluted O there. It's like right here, it connects to that, and then I think it says it there too. But like, my point is, like, if I died tomorrow, the only validation for all these art pieces, I have not signed any of them, would be the fact that I think they are very public things. Here, check this one out. Remember this one? Do people like this kind of art? Right, like, do you know the one thing I can tell you about my life and art is I've given more art away that look better than all of this. I've sold maybe 150 pieces for about, I don't know, I'm guessing $400,000 of my life. Yeah. I'm actually that good. About 100 pieces. Some of them big, some of them were like quietly amazing. Like, my point is, like, I don't like to brag upon my existence. I just need to know that something's gonna live when I'm not here, and that every day I live, if it be 100, 150, I'm gonna remember every single fucking one of you people. Like it was on a chalkboard that I'm looking at in my brain that can never be erased. A graffiti wall with everyone's name. L. Learning with Juan. At Learning with Juan. I've learned one thing from that motherfucker. It's compassion. It's care. It's also chaos. It's a little bit of pain. It's a little bit of process. It's a little bit of, yeah, hey. And he's probably also like he's the one guy who could say, there's no I in theme. Right? Well, then why are you saying it like you're saying Tim? But what if there is a guy named Tim on your team? Then there would be an I in that Tim, and that I would be on your team, and that there's no I in theme, and that like life is about stupid, good, funny, careless, poop, pee, eat, drink, and be merry. For tomorrow you may be in Utah. Because that is the dullest place, aside from Dulles International Airport, I've ever been. Literally, it's in the name there. But like, if that's a concentrated area of fucked upness, that's the whole point. And I've been ranting so hard. Like, how is this? 8 likes now? How have I been ranting this long? I've been ignoring chats down here. What? Yeah, federal worker. Like, also, like, that, like, I'm preparing for the day, right? Preparing for the day, like, the only people I look at in a sea of gray are you blue boys, because I'm starting to get emails from places, from companies that are noticing me. I just don't. I need people to understand. This isn't about me selling things to people. This is me about selling the idea that Juan, learning with Juan, will never be anyone else in the whole entire world. Okay? That inconspicuous L, OSL, Bronx mycology will never be anyone that I've ever met anytime. That you guys collectively, like, showed up. No one calls him showed. By the way, that's good. You have, dude, you're like Superman, and you're like whatever the fuck else people always call you, showed. Like, it's like, okay. You used to go by Matt, right? Because that's my first name. And people treated me like I was something to wipe their feet on. Right? And I think all of you guys know that I could not live in a world where someone's going to dust their fucking shit off on top of my fucking coarseness without me fucking, like, having none. So, what I'm saying is I'm going by Ed now. And by the way, my Uncle Ed, one of the greatest dudes I ever known, right? Because his heart was in the right place. He probably was a little too unhealthy, and I am less unhealthy than him. Actually, I'm actually way more healthy than him because, like, I spent the most stressful time of my life not, like, drinking or anything. And he had to give that up, and I put it on myself to drink. And I need to, like, quit it out. I'm telling you, it's happening right now. Life is fucked up. I'm not trying for any job right now. I'm trying to make my life into the world that I want it to be. And that, like, people say you manifest things. I was like, dude, I've been trying to do that for 30 years and it doesn't fucking work. What works is you fighting for the things that you believe in. And here's, dare I say, you do something no one expects. You do it for about 5 or 6 years, and then no one will expect what you do next. Also, that, like, when I get there, I'd like to just do what I do every day for the rest of my life, right now, and get paid for it. But I know I have to get better. I have to push. I have to be something. I know all you guys need that too. I don't know where Juan's at in his life, but Juan, dude, like, do you want more, or are you happy? Can you pay your bills? And here's me saying, like if I had, like, a donation link, don't donate down there. Donate to yourself. Go do your shit. Go fucking take that dollar or whatever and be something amazing with that dollar. Or hold that dollar until you have 100 of them, or 200, and be amazing. Learning with Juan is how it always have been, Eddie. Well, hey, if you're Juanie and I'm Eddie, then Juan, Ed, Juan, Ed, Juan, Eddie. By the way, both of our names, they both sound like an air horn or a vuvuzela or something. Don't think I don't actually like fucking soccer matches. I actually just like hanging out with people and having a barbecue while it's on and drinking, like, cervezas and shit. Also, like, one, I grew up in New York. Don't think that I ain't never known no fucking Puerto Ricos. No New York or Ricans or whatever. I also knew dudes from Mexico and all over the place, dude. Like I knew a dude named Juan, right? Right? Everyone called him Juan, right? But his name was not Juan. He was from, like, a Caribbean island. His name was Jahan, right? You ever, like, meet a dude from another island out there? It's like Jauhn or whatever, right? And it's like Jahan or whatever. Yeah, it's crazy. Anyway, like,
I remember one time I met someone in the hardware store. He's like, and I was like, what the hell, blah, blah, blah. He said, yeah, you tell him, right, blah, blah, blah. Oh, you're from Jamaica, right? He's like, yeah, you said Jamaica, correct, huh? It's like, no, I just have, like, this idea, like, I just know how to pronounce right words for right people. Like, Puerto Rico is, like, one of them. Jamaica, right? Jamaica. You gotta be like, Jamaica. Like, uh, you know, oh, François do en français? Ah, oui, oui. Or España, right? Well, one. Okay, one. One. Okay, look. Okay. Do you know? Do you know that you are not alone? I don't mind capitalism. I don't like blind capitalism. I don't like amoral capitalism. I don't like capitalism at the hands of the most callous motherfuckers in the world. Speaking of which, we got Thick Boy Tactical here, and are you gonna go? Are you gonna go to the Middle East? Right? A month ago, yeah, exactly. Like, Thick Boy, dude, stay alive, right? Don't listen to the zealot and the shitbag in charge. And when someone needs to take charge, just be the right guy. By the way, Thick Boy, you know right from wrong. So do I. It's never been none of this Zionistic shit that's been happening. And someone's like, "What's the difference between this and that?" Because I don't like. I'm not like one of my mentors and a couple of people in my family are Jewish people. Okay, one of my mentors, Bob Sants. He's a quiet photographer. He's amazing, right? No, Thick Boy. That's laugh it up right now. But like when it happens, I hope that my words fucking reverberate through your word, through your world. Like someone's gonna have to be the next general in this country, and I would rather fucking back you than any of these assholes. No, I'm just saying, any of these assholes who are running it. I'd rather fucking vote for you because like I could not be a president. I could not be. Okay, here's the one reason I could not be a president. It's because one, Jen Tsow's chicken is fake. It's from San Francisco. Look it up. Also, I could never be the president because after I would be the president, I would be protected for my entire life, right? That's how it works, right? No, and I couldn't drive a car or nothing. No, like, dude, my channel is the most important thing in my life. Anything that's gonna interrupt my journey, my goals, is gonna fuck me up. And I know that sounds really selfish, but I spent my entire life fixing other people's problems every fucking day of my existence. I might as well have been in the fucking military because my dad fucking woke me up every day like it was the goddamn military. And that my dad's not the problem. That my dad has a complex. That like I literally told him to stop fucking slamming the door at fucking 5 in the morning when you go down and fucking get your coffee and you let the cat out the garage and open up the garage door. It's like maybe coax her out the back door. And then, so for 2 days, I've had some of the best and most amazing sleep. I need to remind him, and I need to tell him tomorrow and be like, hey, thanks for not slamming the door, right? Thanks for closing the door nice and gently. And just to, like, remind myself that, like, when I say something and someone does it and I notice, then just to be like, Dad, I've had a good couple sleeps. I should have said it earlier. My whole point is, like, I don't wanna like sit here and rant all night. I'm supposed to wake up at 7 in the morning, and it's 2 in the morning right now. Hello, David. Bon venue. How you doing? Are you? Oui, oui. I just super well. Yeah, good. Come ça, amigo. Like I don't know. I'm fucking saying everything and everything. And I'm not even drunk, but I am like delirious. I don't know where my life is going. It's funny, right? Hold on, wait. Al, feminism, right? Feminism, okay, is the is the output of people in the 1970s, i.e., see Dolly Parton, i.e., watch the movie 9 to 5, and then I'd also tell you like feminism is not about, it's not destroying us, it's trying to equilibrium us. It's like is there a dark side or a light side to everything? No, like there occasionally needs to be a small amount of misogyny and a small amount of feminism in people's lives. And that like one of my best customers I never hear from anymore because she just fixes shit herself, because I was like, you know what, Sarah, you could just fix this shit yourself, right? Like why are you telling me to come and fix shit for you at $50 an hour? This is like several years ago when I was doing $50. I'm actually charging $75 an hour right now. No, no, no. Listen to me and hear me out. Feminism. Okay. You guys ever seen? Hold on. Have you guys ever seen? What is it? Barbarella. By the way, Barbarella is a feminist masterpiece. It's also like a straight up fucking hardcore, like soft deal porno. But it's also like, it's like if I could tell you guys like the reason I don't like Woody Allen movies is because I saw Annie Hall for what it was the moment I saw it. I don't like it. But Barbarella is rad, as Shode said, by the way, and I'm still cooking apparently because you guys won't let me go. But I'm not letting myself go. That's the problem. I could sit here, I could drink a whole fifth, a whole half gallon, right? No, like you guys are sitting here like, oh, not acolyte, blah blah blah, and I'm sitting here like Barbarella. There's a whole fucking masturbation scene. She's in the masturbation tron or whatever, right? Yeah, yeah, exactly. By the way, I've known that for years. I would rather watch a Peter Sellers movie. By the way, you know who Peter Sellers famously did not like was Woody Allen. He's like, I don't want to do nothing with that guy, right? Also, like I've watched several fucking movies by that other guy, Roman Polanski, and it's coded as fuck. Like the only movie I'm okay with is the one with Johnny Depp in it, and it made me worry about Johnny Depp. But I'm gonna tell you right now, Johnny Depp is a giant child, and so is Amber Heard. I Brad Pitt is a giant child. Angelina Jolie is kind of like a little stepward thing in my life because I think she's all right, right? Adam West. Oh shit, no, showed that's a whole nother story. Adam West. So, do you know why people like Adam West so much? It's because he was the most respectful and amazing dude in like Hollywood for years and years and years, dude. Like in the '60s or whatever, they did that TV show. In the 1980s, they were like, let's do a new movie. And also, Adam West, before he died, he did that Family Guy shit, and that like essentially cemented his legend. But like, go watch any video about like an interview with him. Nah, man, dude, and and no, everybody knows that I love Batman because Adam West. I love Batman because Michael Keaton. I also love Batman because of fucking what's his name? Fucking Christian Bale. I love them all. But the only reason I really love Batman is because Kevin Conroy. Because Kevin Conroy was the first one to distinguish the difference between Bruce Wayne and Batman in a voice role, and he also, as good as Michael Keaton kind of did between the two, he kind of was like it was ambiguous whether he was Bruce Wayne or Batman, but Kevin Conroy was distinct two characters. Like, one character Batman, one character Bruce Wayne. Ah, yeah, Bruce Wayne. And then the other one, yes, I am the Knight. You know, like, and like, when, like, I did a 15-second review. It's like, that's the idea. It's like, I have this voice and talking it all the time. But if I'm like super serious, I'm 15-second review. You know, where's Rachel? You know, like, I could go Batman any day, every day. But I'm gonna do a bunch of like Marvel stuff for a little bit, and I'm telling you right now. No, David, David, go and look at a picture of him from 3 months ago, and from that last one, and then a year ago, right? Maybe he had some filler or something. Maybe someone punched him in the face. By the way, you know. Maybe he has a friend who just like like punches him in the face a bunch, and that's what his kink is. I don't know. Jim Carrey is probably not the worst person in the world. Jim Carrey's not dead. Wait, showed what? Dude, have you watched, no, showed, actually, no, showed. Stay tuned. I got a 15-sec movie rec for you at some point in the next 3 days. Because I'm pushing forward on moving it forward. But have you seen? No. Yeah, I'll tag you in it. Showed. I'll have it in my brain. Also, like trying to find out ideas, and also like someone recommended something, so like I got to figure out how to get. Can you do this? The comment in the video or whatever. I saved it. I think I saved it. I think it's been there long enough I can save it, and then like I gotta like do the video, and I gotta do it on Prime Video because like there's a movie there that I've watched. It's a really good movie. It's a Jeff Daniels movie from like 1993 or something. Anyway, yeah, it was a really good one. So I got stuff coming, obscure things, like kind of new things, interesting things. So. Mister, can I have me ball back? The Tapley model that you made me? You stole from me off the bus? Trying to figure out a new... Jim Carrey is a liability. So am I. So are all of you, actually. That's the worst part. I mean, a serious liability, you would, like, if you got, like, physical proof of something, you guys, all of you would probably fucking run it down. That's not the point, okay? Like, I mean, I guess the real question is are we all fucked up because we are victimized or victims, or is it we're all fucked up because no one listens to us? Because I spent all night not listening to anything in the chat, which means I gotta watch the entire fucking stream again, which is something I do at least once a couple days after it. And I'm like not caught up, so I gotta double check and make sure that like I don't say anything stupid or insane. Also, like, here you go. Drinky drink. She showed no one calls him 5. No one calls him 5, actually. Like, you know what's funny is like, his name is Mr. Mr. Dot. If you've been here long enough to know that, like, the reason I do that Mr. Can I have me ball back, right, is because his name was always Mr. Dot. And now we've all just got changed over to at this or that, right? By the way, it's good to see you, mister. Like, I was telling people I need to take about a week off from streams. It's not about you guys. It's about, like, me just trying to fucking sort a bunch of shit out. I gotta clean the closet. I gotta donate a bunch of clothes. Nothing really fits in there anymore, and it's kind of like I got like 2 baskets of laundry of clothes that I've bought and like wear. Oh, no disrespect. I don't know. I know nothing but respect for the world and people. Honestly, even the worst people have a chance to fucking find Jesus or whatever the fuck they're trying to figure it out. Now, I'm gonna tell you right now, I ain't trying to find nothing. I am me. I ain't finding Forrester, because I've already been the man now, dog. You get what I'm saying? Showed you get that. That's actually YMTD. Showed, were you on YMTD back in the day? Anyway, look. I I know all of you guys have a voice. I know all of you guys see I'm doing good. I'm showing the best I can. Uh, I have I have a like a deeply felt suspicion that there's a lot of people in here sometimes listen to me who are brainwashed by other people's and others' ideas. And I need you guys to understand that like the world tried to tell me to be something other than I am, and I can never be anything but myself. That there's no one in the world quite like anybody that I've ever met. But if I could talk to you guys about people here right now, a wise owl, at inconspicuous owl, at Showed 86, at Thick Boy Tactical, which he's going to go and he's going to get forced into a Finn from the Force Awakens situation in Iran, apparently. Like, I don't want that for him, but please take control when you can, or just join the resistance or whatever the fuck. I don't know what the fuck's happening in the world. David, he has he is apparently raising bees. Are you doing beehives? Are you doing beehives? Dude, I want to do some beehives. I'd like to do a whole pharmacology farm like kind of deal, like fruits, vegetables. Like I'd like to get like an acre of land. So I want bees. I want beehives. Dude, I love like okay, you know, like here's the thing. Back in the day, I used to get stung by a bee, and someone would be like, I was like, oh shit, it's a bee, and they're like, that doesn't hurt. I was like, it doesn't hurt when they sting me. What are you talking about? And apparently, I'm one of these people who, when a bee stings me, I can barely feel it, right? Like I have like an enzyme or whatever, or like a bacterium or whatever that runs through my body that apparently fucking. And I also love honey. Honey's my favorite sweet shit in the world. I like honey more than I like. Used to when I was a kid, I used to do like I used to heat up butter and honey in a pan, and I used to put it on a piece of toast, and then I'd spread cinnamon sugar on it. That's what I know as like cinnamon toast, by the way. And when I was a kid, cinnamon toast crunch had a bit of a honey flavor to it. It doesn't exist anymore. And by the way, dare I say, Golden Grams did too, which apparently they brought back, and now it's not on there anymore. I don't know. I don't know. I do like Golden Grams. Also, like here's another good snack I like. Here, okay. I like Townhouse Flip Sides crackers. They're like pretzel cracker pretzels. I like these. So what I do is I do like a little bit of heavy whipping cream with some cheddar cheese or whatever. Buy a block and shred it, and then heat it up, and then shove it in a bowl there. It's a great dip. Yeah. Also, these are really delicious tasting. Yeah. Oh, hey, if you do a cheddar dip, you could do some beer in it. Would be really nice. But number 4 is David. Number 5 is S. Hines, who is trying to start his own knife sharpening service, which we're gonna get together and figure that out. He's gonna figure it out. I'm gonna also do some little commercials or something, or some things here for people. And then there's Think in Time. So shout outs out the way. I am way beyond the 30 minutes, and I've overextended myself. I've pushed myself way too hard, so I'll be back. Here, today's Friday, okay? Wait. Today's Friday? Okay. Hold on, let me, March. Today's Friday. Today's Friday. I'm going to start this thing. It says, no stream. Starts today. Right? Ends in a week. And I don't want to do this because I'd rather spend my time and efforts here doing things like being personable, being a person, like giving a fuck about everything. But knowing that I need to stop, get shit done, get paid, get good. It's like the idea that like know that I'll have something at the end of that. It might not be everything, but it's going to be good. Good night, everybody. Shode, thank you. I appreciate you. By the way, Shode, I think I appreciate you the most. I need you to understand very much so that SHODE spells Shode, and you showed up so many times, and you've been here. Al, like, I have a whole metal sign in my life for you. David, I really do care about you. Thank you for being here. I think everyone needs someone to say thank you for just existing in my life, because it feels stupid sometimes. No one says that. Like, I literally go into a store, right? And someone says, like, can I help you? I was like, no, but you're doing a really good job. And they're like, what? I was like, you asked. That's a good job. I don't need help, but, like, I come in every day, right? Like, thanks for asking. And just be positive to tell someone that their job, fucking, the money that they make, right? It might not affect you, but, like, you as a person are happy that they're there, and that if I need something, I'm gonna go find that dude. Because, by the way, I've done that too. Someone, do you need help? I was like, no, thanks. And then I walk back and I'm like, hey, actually, I do need some help. I need, like, someone to come out and open up the knife case, right? And then that day, I gave that guy a free knife. Oh, no, hold on. It was the next day it was 2 days later. I couldn't get a knife case. It was actually middle of the day. It was like, I think it was like 10 in the morning. And, like, the greeter at Walmart, or the checker greeter guy at Walmart, he was like, can I help you? I was like, oh, this and that. I was like, no, but if I have to, this and that. A couple days later, I come back. I bought some knives. And then, like, he couldn't get me help. And then, like, I was like, dude, I'm pretty pissed, and this and that. And he was like, dude, blah, blah, blah. Because he was, like, getting carts or something. And I was like, yeah, he's like, I was talking to him about the channel, knives, and this and that. I don't know if he still watches. I don't give a fuck. Honestly, like, a viewer of the channel who is a consistent viewer gives a fuck. And I give a fuck. But a free knife. Anyway, look. I really don't want to sit here and rant anymore. I need to go But like, I have more on my mind. I have more to say. I have more to do. I don't need help. I need eyeballs. I believe in all of you, and you need eyeballs too. So, I'll be here for you every day with at least, I don't know, 30, 60 seconds, 30 to like 30 to like two 15-second videos every day, to four, or like, I don't know, like maybe a 30-second and two 15s. The whole point is like, I'll give you 1 minute of my day. And if I should recommend anything, go watch Chef, because it's the thing that made me want to do this channel. Because 15 seconds a day is the least I can do for anybody. No one gives a fuck until someone gives a fuck about themselves. No one gives a fuck until you guys give a fuck about yourself and show people who you are as a person. Because if you want the world to change, right? I can advocate for all of you, but you need to show why the world should change. That, like, honestly, I think the problem is like, it shouldn't be our job. But if it's my job, every day, I'll be here. Catch everyone later. I don't care how dry you like it, David. That's definitely the reason for me to walk away. Also, David, are you a bird too? Are you eating a whole thing? Eating something whole and then wrangling up the bones and stuff? I don't know. God bless and God forgive, because God has nothing to do with you and your path, because God gave you every moment of your life. If you're the worst or the best, and you want to blame God for that, go ahead. I don't blame God for anything in my life. God broke the window that created my existence. And now I'm dealing with the shards and the shattered glass. Am I worried that I'll last way too long? Yes. Caution. Don't huff that. Also,